Sheffield has just picked up to another level. It was a good crowd anyway, and that's just the start Sheffield will have wanted. Craig Miller on the right hand side, putting into the far corner. Yeah.
Good evening and welcome to the Ice Hockey 2s here at the Sheffield Arena for the Sheffield University Sheffield Hallam Varsity. I'm Matthew Hutchison, here joined by my lovely pundits Charlie Martin and Joe Finley. Guys, are you looking forward to this evening?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's a nice venue. It's nice to have it in the slightly smaller venue. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good game.
Joe?
Yeah, from what I've heard of last year, it was an absolutely great event to come to last year, so I'm so thrilled to be here today.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we started off proceedings yesterday at Hallam Sports Park, where the rugby union, rugby league, football, archery, we had cricket going on. Guys, what start we had to the varsity proceedings on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's made for an absolutely exciting start. We've got pretty much neck and neck from the first few days. With everything that happened over winter varsity as well, that was absolutely keeping it very tight, so it's going to be a really exciting varsity this year.
Yeah, I think the fact that it is so tight, because I think last year we were ahead by quite a bit by this point, and we did very well at Hallam Sports Park last year, and we've done so well at the winter varsity as well, so it's actually makes it a bit more exciting and sort of everything to play for at the moment.
Quite right, Charlie. So you finished yesterday 11 all, obviously. Yesterday we had the golf, which we were leading a few hours ago before our lovely reporter Will Moran lost some battery in his phone, unfortunately, so stay tuned to @Forge Radio Sport on Twitter for updates on that one. As you rightly said, Joe, it's a slightly smaller venue. Do you think that will affect the players today? I mean, it's only 1,500 in the capacity compared to the ice hockey ones next week, which is 7,000 capacity. Do you think that will play into the players' hands under a bit less pressure with less people here today?
I think it's going to make for an exciting game. I think there is a lot of atmosphere, and that can either be really good or really bad. When it comes to the first, I remember last year when we weren't doing so well, it was harder, and it needed that crowd to be really on our side to keep the enthusiasm going. Whereas this crowd here, I'm sure they'll be up for a good day of sport. And so no matter what happens, this crowd is going to be behind them, and it's going to be a little bit easier for them to play on.
Of course. Charlie, what are your thoughts on the slightly smaller, low-scale arena we're at today?
I think it will possibly even build more of attention. It's exciting for the crowd as well, and that's all part of varsity. It's for Hallam and for uni to sort of see each other, be so close in such close proximity, and fight it out.
Indeed. Now we're going to talk a bit about what we've got looking forward to as the week goes on here on Forge TV and Forge Radio. Obviously tomorrow we have the athletics at the Sheffield Hallam City Athletic Stadium. How do you think that one's going to go, Charlie?
I can't tell. I'm not sure who's got the slightly stronger team. Normally I think we do quite well at the athletics.
Traditionally, yeah.
So I think it'll be exciting. I'm actually going along myself, so it'll be good. It'll be a good day.
You're head of Forge Radio next year. Charlie Martin will be at the athletics tomorrow. Joe, obviously we've got Darts-T, the inaugural Darts-T on Saturday at the Octagon Centre, which our tickets available from the SU box office should you want one. Obviously, there's no point in being competed in for that one. Do you think it should make for a great event nonetheless?
I think if anyone knows anything about darts, it's always absolutely thrilling to go and watch. Everyone gets really excited and really enjoys it, and it's going to be exactly that on that night. I'm so gutted that I can't go myself, but I know that loads of Forge people, even if they're not even getting involved, are wanting to go along just to enjoy the atmosphere.
Indeed. So we have Darts on Saturday. Come Sunday, we have trampolining at Goodwin, as well as the American football at Goodwin for the first time, which is at the Hallam
it'd be
Sports
really
Park last
exciting.
year. Charlie, looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it was really good last year, and it's always fun, and it's a nice different game that you don't normally see. But before you come to university, I mean, I don't think I'd ever watched a game. So yeah, exciting.
Should make for an exciting day on Sunday. Obviously, as you can hear behind me, the crowd is starting to hot up, Joe. We've got about 10 minutes till face-off. Do you think things are starting to get a bit more electric here at IceSheffield?
It's definitely, I don't know if you could hear that from here, but it was absolutely electric. As soon as that referee came out, started placing the goal out, everyone started realising, okay, now is the time.
Now is the time, indeed. On Monday we have EIS Day with the netball 1s, 2s and 3s and 4s playing. Are you looking forward to that one?
I really am, and it's something that I followed along with last year, and it was a really exciting day. It's really going to be a question of whether this is I think it's probably what it's going to come down to for us.
EIS, I mean, Charlie, do you think Monday's going to be vital for the overall winner of Varsity this year?
Absolutely. I think before, we've often done well at Hallam Sports Park, and Hallam have done well at EIS Day, but I think because it's so tight at the moment, everyone will be giving it everything they've got. And I think the netball will be really interesting. I think everyone
got table tennis out there as well. We've got basketball, futsal, as you quite rightly said. Obviously, on Tuesday we have the tennis and squash at Hallamshire Tennis Club. Charlie, you were at the squash last year. Did you enjoy yourself?
I absolutely loved squash last year. It's so exciting there because you're in a very small room. Everything's so
good
loud.
Atmosphere.
And atmosphere is amazing. So and they won, and they did so well last year. I think we only lost one match, or game. Yeah.
Good jargon as always. And then next Wednesday, Joe, we have lots going on at Ponds Forge, including I was at the canoe water polo last year. We have the likes of korfball competing. We have some more hockey, which I actually didn't mention. Sorry. On Monday we have hockey at Abbeydale, and we also have some hockey at Goodwin next Wednesday, and then finally we have the ice hockey ones. I mean, at the Sheffield Arena, it'll be 7 times the amount of people that are here this evening, and today is even good itself. Do you think that it'll be the pick of the Varsity events for you?
Well, for me, it was last year. Last year was absolutely outstanding. It was a record-breaking attendance. I don't remember if you remember. It was actually the largest ice hockey varsity event outside of Canada, which I don't need to tell you how impressive that was, a record.
Because stats is always from our head of evening, Joe Finley.
It was so exciting, the electric atmosphere. I managed to take home a puck as well that flew over the balcony. It's just absolutely amazing to be at.
Fantastic. As I rightly said, we've got lots of events coming up over the next week. In terms of the team lineups tonight, we have our team sheet here. Byron Hayward Alexander, number 24 for the University of Sheffield, recently won, on Tuesday in fact, won in the freestyling and the skiing to win us a point. I mean, what a talented guy. Man of many talents, you rightly said, Charlie. Just shows you what an amazing array of quality we have at this university.
Yeah, it's just like the breadth of abilities. I suppose this is quite good because it's a winter sport as opposed to some of the more like rugby, football, that kind of thing. So it's probably where he gets it. But yeah, I'm really impressed. It could hopefully take home a couple of other points as well.
Hopefully 2 points and 2 for Marcus. Joe, if I was to ask you one event you're looking forward to the most coming up in the next 5 days, what's already been? We've already had the boxing, we had the skiing as well. What would it be for you? Well,
personal favourite was previously boxing, but that's already been. But you can catch that on our YouTube page.
You can at Forge TV, and at any of the action you've missed out on forgetoday.com/varsity. Sorry, Joe, carry on.
But coming up, I'm absolutely loving. Just want to be there for the actual ice hockey set first, as well as probably I also do enjoy the women's rugby, which I've commentated on the last 2 years.
Oh, fantastic!
And it's been absolutely brilliant games to watch both times, and the male rugby as well is very good.
Of course, that was all yesterday at Hallam Sports Park. If you missed any of the action, don't worry one jot, because we have it all on forgetoday.com/varsity. We have highlights of the men's football there too. Charlie, what's your favourite event of the week?
I'm not sure. I like the squash. I love the squash because it's just so intense and fun, and there's loads of stuff going on. I'm looking forward to the swimming actually. I don't know what that atmosphere
all at Ponds
like,
Forge, yes indeed.
But I used to swim a bit when I was at school, so I think that's more something that I actually know about and enjoy a lot myself. So
as the national anthem finishes there, I'm going to cross over to your commentators to start off the ice hockey twos, the Kill Vicaria and Matt Wright.
Hello there and welcome to IceSheffield for this wonderful ice hockey seconds varsity match. Really great atmosphere here tonight, really intimate arena, you get a great deal of noise here. and the players are out on the ice. We've had the national anthems. We're ready to get some sport in.
We are indeed. The atmosphere here is quite electric, if I say so myself. I mean, a big event of Varsity this, held at IceSheffield, a proper arena, and the players will be really up for this. I mean, their biggest game of the season, really. It's the only game they actually play as separate university teams. They usually play for the same team, and it's quite a partisan atmosphere in the crowd so far.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a great deal of support here for university. Hallam won't be quiet, of course, but I'd say Sheffield do have the balance of power here. And we're expecting goals and action and pace. It is ice hockey. It is an exciting game. This is really what Varsity is about.
It absolutely is, and what makes this game all the more unpredictable is the fact that there isn't really any league form to go off. I mean, with them playing for the Sheffield Bears in the regular season, not playing separately for their universities, it's almost going into the unknown. You know, you're going to see two teams who are up for it, two passionate teams, but it is difficult to predict what will happen on the ice.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call. Hallam did win it last year in the seconds, but here we go, and
underway.
And we've had the first face-off. Wakelin and Unwin in the middle, and Unwin has won it for Hallam, and they are out into Sheffield zone straight away, right on the attack here, putting pressure on straight away, and they're just building their attack here, just looking to keep the puck, keep possession, and they are doing so, getting it behind the net, and it's a tough bit of defensive pressure here for Sheffield early on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the game pans out. I think the first period could be so vital, and you wouldn't want to allow Hallam to build up too much early pressure, I don't think. I think it's going to be really vital. But Sheffield are breaking here.
And Sheffield have broken into the attack, into the offensive zone here, and he's been upended there. That's unfortunate. And Hallam have the puck again. That's number 50 there, Reese Francis, taking the puck into Sheffield zone and just resetting there, allowing for a line change. And Sheffield here just keeping possession, getting control of the game here.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy to keep control of the puck just for even 30 seconds, definitely a minute. I mean, they've started on the back foot, really. They've had that one break into Hallam territory, but I think they'll be keen to just keep the puck and just regain a bit of control. Obviously, it's a huge game for them, and you just want to settle into the game, really. You don't want to give anything away too early.
Yeah, and we've had the first shot there. Renzi, the captain for Hallam, taking a shot from the right-hand side, low to the left corner, and the Sheffield netminder, Steventon, easily down to his left and freezes the puck. And we have a face-off here in Sheffield zone.
Yeah, and you can feel the atmosphere building already, even with just that one shot. So it's going to get really tasty here. But Sheffield have it on the break here. Down the right-hand side, number 28, but Hallam regain possession inside their own half. Yeah,
defence getting the better of the game here so far. But that's well held in the offensive zone by Miller there for Sheffield, and they're just putting a little bit of a squeeze on in the back there, but Hallam have cleared it out of their zone and will now look to try and get control and put some pressure on. Bit scrappy in the middle here. They both just seem to be struggling to keep hold of the puck, really, for long periods of time. I mean, there's a few occasions where it's just been given away, but thankfully for both sides it's not yet happened in an area of real danger. It's just been put back into the middle of the rink, and the opposing team tries to build again. No, absolutely. And it's now, that's well cleared by Steventon, just going behind his net and getting rid of the puck, keeping it safe. But Hallam have kept it in the zone, and Barras is now chasing it down, putting pressure on Parker, who clears it out behind the boards, and it's out of the zone. And Hallam will have to rebuild here, rebuild their attack. And they've got it out to Barras, who's coming in from the right, gets a shot away, and Steventon down well with the pads, gets in the way, cleared out to the side, and the pressure is eased a little bit as Sheffield try and take control again. Yeah, another good effort there from Hallam, from Josh Barris this time, and Steventon's been called into action twice already, and he's just had to gain the puck again there, so you'd probably say Hallam have just about had the better of the early exchanges, although it's still pretty tight, and I think we're waiting to see what will happen once the teams really start to settle into the game. Absolutely. Steventon showing some good control early doors, just making sure that puck comes nowhere near his net. Yeah, I think the first shot for the University of Sheffield will probably bring some relief, really, just to try and get the first one out of the thing. But here and we've nearly had a goal there. Spate hanging around on the crease line, just doesn't quite get the puck in. The puck was flashed across the net, but no danger there in the end. Yeah, it's great from Steventon again. He's having to keep his team in it, really, in the early exchanges here. And Sheffield are just almost struggling to get out a bit. They seem to be getting out to a decent level, but here we go. But no,
don't seem to be keeping hold of the ball at the puck enough when they do get it out.
No, and players struggling to keep their feet a little bit on the ice here. A few players slipping over, and we've now got the puck. Number 97, that's Asadi for Sheffield, just taking control of the puck in Sheffield's zone, and they're going to build an attack here. This could be the first chance for them to put some real pressure on the Hallam defence. See if Bevan's up to the task, and Bevan is. That's a great save. Gets a pad in the way and then freezes the puck, and Sheffield will have an offensive zone face-off here, and that's what they needed. They needed to put a bit of pressure on, just get a shot in, at least make the Hallam defence work.
Yeah, I think that's much better from Sheffield. Really good work from Peter Young on this side here, and it was a good effort with the puck, and it was a good save actually from.
And Miller gets the better of the face-off there, and Chu has a shot but gets blocked by the Hallam defence, and the pressure is still on Hallam here. They need to get the puck out, and they have done.
I mean, that's much better from Sheffield. I think they'll be really happy to just have had some pressure there. Retention of the puck was a lot better, because earlier in the game they were just getting it forward and just giving it away a bit too easily, but they've had 2 shots in quick succession, and they'll be hoping it'll just help them to settle into the game, I think.
Absolutely, and we've just had an icing now, so Sheffield get another offensive zone face-off. Miller at the face-off there for Sheffield, up against Renzi, and Renzi has won it there for Hallam, but Sheffield have taken the puck straight back, but it's left the zone, so they're going to have to rebuild here.
Yeah, it's better from Sheffield. They're just pushing Hallam up a bit higher, and they're just making it a bit harder for them to get out of their own zone, but here they come with Renzi actually.
Oh, and that was a slow line change there from Sheffield, but allowing Renzi through, but his shot was straight at Steventon, and it was a comfortable save, and he's got his glove on it and frozen the puck. And we're having a big line change here, both teams mixing it up, getting fresh legs on.
Yeah, I'd say it's been quite an even start really. You might have said Hallam did the best of the first 2 or 3 minutes, but they've come into but that was a very good shot.
Oh, and Barras there just had a shot flashed just over the net, but no danger there for Steventon. He's looking solid back there. And Barras again here with the puck. He's creating a lot of the play here for Hallam, and Sheffield now are looking to clear it. Killick has it, and he's got it clear, and Sheffield will clear it out of their zone and clear away the danger.
Yeah, I think it's important for Sheffield to keep getting out of their zone. I mean, there's a few times where they've had control of the puck and almost relinquished it quite close to the edge of their zone, and they've almost given Hallam another chance to come. I think they just need to make sure they're a bit more effective at getting out, really.
Absolutely, and Killick has just cleared it again there, and Sutherland is putting pressure on here, chasing the puck down, but Hallam have cleared it comfortably, and Barras again here. He's been in the action a lot already, and he's building an attack here alongside number 38, that's Gamey. And a shot there, really good work from Steventon. He's getting down low really well and clearing the puck away from the net.
He's
very
been superb so far in this game for the University of Sheffield. He's made 4 pretty good saves now to, well, I suppose you could almost say keep them in it. Although Sheffield haven't been poor, Hallam have definitely had the better of the chances so far.
Yeah, and that's a big hit there, and 2 Hallam players have just collided in centre ice. Bit of a chance here for Sheffield to take advantage of some confusion, but no, Hallam have done well. They've cleared the puck and got it into Sheffield's zone, just putting a bit of pressure on here, making the defence work to clear it, and they have done.
Yeah, and back Hallam come up. This is Unwin on the right hand side here. He's got a few options in, although Sheffield look pretty secure at the back.
And that's well done by Steventon. The puck coming towards the net, and he just jumps on it and freezes it. Gives Hallam an offensive zone face-off. He's done really well so far as Steventon.
Yeah, Stevenson's been a huge player so far. It looked for a moment there that there might have been a little bit of aggro going on, but I think the referees have quickly come in and ensured that nothing's happened, and it's going to be an offensive face-off here for Sheffield Hallam. If they do regain control of the puck, they'll be in a very good position.
Yeah, absolutely. And Unwin does get the better of it. He's won the puck here, but his shot gets blocked by Parker of Sheffield. Bit too easy for him, really. And Sheffield will look to clear here, and they do. Yeah. That's some really good work by Chu. Just gets the puck out, and they're now putting a bit of pressure on in Hallam's own zone here. And Waite has it on the right hand side. He's coming up the wing here, but Trustecki has got in the way, and Sheffield have control in their own zone again.
Yeah, it's difficult at the moment for Sheffield. They're just struggling to get out a bit, and here comes Renzi again, although they're managing to win the puck back, and they're limiting Hallam's shooting opportunities, but they just seem to be struggling to retain possession further up the rink at the moment, and they won't want to allow Hallam to build too much pressure on them here. No,
absolutely. They're relying a little bit on men behind the ball, as it were. Getting lots of people back in their own zone and just forcing Hallam to have to go through them which is working for the moment, but it is allowing Hallam to build some pressure. But Young here has it on the left-hand side for Sheffield, and they're just squeezing a little bit on Hallam's defence here, just making them work, and they've won the puck. They haven't quite won the puck back. Hallam have done well there, and Renzi has got it clear, got it out to Wheeler there, but she's lost possession, and Sheffield's defence are under pressure here again. Renzi has the puck. He's going round the back of the net. Steventon having to keep an eye on it, but that's some great D work. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting at the moment for Sheffield here. They seem to be very solid when Hallam get the puck really far forward, but then they also seem to be giving it away a bit too easily. So it's almost like the last line of defence is very strong at the moment, but they're just allowing Hallam a little bit too much pressure, you'd think. And Renzi in particular, the captain for Sheffield Hallam, Jake Renzi, he seems to be doing a pretty good job and just building pressure slowly, bringing other players into the game, and again, it's working for Hallam. They're getting some pressure, although as of yet, no score.
Yeah, absolutely. Steventon freezing the puck once again as it just floated towards his net, and it's an offensive zone face-off for Hallam, and bit of a mess there. Puck flying around between the teams, and Sheffield have come out with it okay. They are now in possession and will look to clear it from their zone, and they have done. But they can't keep possession. They keep losing it in centre ice there. It's a bit sloppy. And Barras again down the right-hand side. He's going through the centre. Ooh, couple of deeks didn't quite keep control well enough there, and the attack has just lost a bit of momentum, and Sheffield have regained control. Oh, here we go. And this is Ward down the right-hand side, looking to get the puck into the centre. And he does, but it goes through all the bodies and no one gets on the end of it. And now Sheffield have a 3-on-1 here, but they're called offside. Yeah. And the attack ends there.
Yeah, it's just difficult for Sheffield to break out at the moment, really. Hallam are still building quite a bit of pressure. They haven't come too close. I mean, Callum Stevenson's made some very good stops, but I mean, Josh Barras seems to be a bit of a thorn in the Sheffield side, really, at the moment. Everything that seems to be happening for Hallam, he seems to just be at the centre of it, and he's in possession of the puck quite a lot. But I think Sheffield, they'll be hoping just to, put Hallam under a bit of pressure, really, and just get into the Hallam defensive zone a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to just try and get a bit of possession here, just control the game a bit more than they are doing. And the puck has been cleared out behind the Sheffield lines, and they now have possession at the back of the ice. And Hallam are doing really well here, putting lots of pressure on in Sheffield's own zone. That was Semenov there, just putting a bit of pressure on Sheffield, winning the puck back and just forcing a couple of errors here.
Yeah, it's really impressive as this from Hallam. They're just not allowing Sheffield any time in possession of the puck, and it's making it so difficult. I mean, the amount of times it's been lost in the centre, and they're just not allowing them any time.
And this is Unwin here, going in from the left. Oh, and he doesn't quite get it past Steventon. That's a great save again. Just gets his arm in the way. And the puck is back out to Semenov, who flicks it through to Spate. It's being passed around just on the edge of the zone. Oh, and they've lost control of it, and they're going to have to rebuild this attack here as both sides go for a line change.
Yeah, this game, it's mostly been played so far in the Sheffield half of the pitch. Hallam are just nicely building pressure, although they still haven't scored. Callum Stevenson's been superb in the goal, but I think it's difficult for Sheffield at the moment. They're just struggling to get out with the puck, and especially to build some pressure. They've lost it in the central lot, but Hallam are pushing them so high, they just don't have any time with the puck, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Renzi, the captain here for Hallam, is keeping control of the puck, making it really hard work for Sheffield. Oh, but here we go. Wakelin just putting a bit of pressure on, but he's forced off the puck again by Renzi.
Yeah, Renzi's been superb. He just seems to be everywhere for his team at the moment. He's the captain, and he's playing as an example, really. He's just at the heart of everything. He just seems to be at the heart of the attacks, but also he's getting back there, and it's a real good team effort here from Hallam. They're putting a lot of pressure on Sheffield.
Absolutely.
I think they just need to try and get out of their own half, really, and get it into the Hallam offensive zone.
And we have a call here. I didn't quite see what happened. Got a bit caught up by Normington, Hallam player, colliding with a referee. But we have a face-off. I think it might have been an offside. And so it's a face-off on the edge of Sheffield's zone. Chance here for Hallam to put a bit of pressure on again. Really force the issue here.
Yeah.
But Sheffield won the face-off and get it clear of their zone a bit, forcing Hallam to rebuild this attack.
It's just got a bit scrappy, I think, in the last few minutes. Hallam's chances haven't come as regularly, and you could probably argue both teams are struggling to keep hold of the puck in attacking positions, but here do come Hallam again on the attack. It's another, simple stop for Stevenson in the end, but he had to make it all the same. And he's probably been Sheffield's standout player so far, which tells you quite a lot about the way the game's going.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just frozen the puck again there, jumping on it and clearing away the danger, giving Sheffield a chance to reset, just regain their breath. And they've looked solid at the back. Sheffield have put a lot of pressure on, but Hallam even have put a lot of pressure on, but Sheffield have responded really well.
Yeah, they've been really solid at the back. I think they'll be hoping for a bit more offensively, but you can't fault their defensive performance really. I wouldn't say there's been a moment where
that was a great effort there. Barras just getting a little stick on Naylor's shot, and Stevenson had to just flick it wide with his stick, but danger averted. And the possession control here hasn't been great from either team. They're just struggling to put together more than a few passes, and it's just costing both attacks at the moment.
Yeah, it's got a bit scrappier in the last few minutes. I mean, as you say, they're both struggling to keep hold of the puck, and there's a lack of goalmouth action, particularly at the Hallam end, where the University of Sheffield are attacking. But here come Hallam again.
Oh, and Gamey just flicked the puck in there towards Morrison in the middle, and Jacobson, not Morrison, and he didn't quite control the puck, and it flicked out wide, allowing Sheffield to get some men back and get some bodies behind the puck. But another puck just flashed across the crease there by Gamey, and Sheffield really are under a lot of pressure here, really having to work hard on D to keep themselves in this here.
Yeah, absolutely. They've defended very well they've defended deep very well, but they're just struggling to get out really. I mean, when Hallam do break them down, they don't look that likely, and Sheffield have been very strong, but they're really struggling to put any pressure on Hallam, which the longer it keeps to go like this, it might just become difficult for the University of Sheffield here. They won't want to let Hallam build too much pressure.
Oh, they had a chance there. Pirry on the far right hand side just got a bit of space which he made use of, but he lost control of the puck when Hallam put some pressure on, and we have another face off here.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite scrappy at the moment really. There's quite a lot of face offs, and just nobody's managing to really get control of the puck for a prolonged period of time. And when Hallam do get it forward, the University of Sheffield looks so solid at the back, but they're just struggling to get out really. I mean, it's just wave after wave of Hallam attack, and Sheffield looking pretty strong but struggling to make any attacks of their own.
Yeah, and Hallam win their face off there, and a shot wasn't a particularly great shot from Waite, and it flashed over the net. Absolutely no danger there, and Sheffield have a chance here. They've got a 2-on-1 here, and it's Young going down the left hand side. This could be a chance. And his shot got deflected off the skate of Ward, and the danger has been averted for Hallam. That was a really good opportunity there for Sheffield. They could have built something, and they've still got possession, but Wakelin loses it, and Waite takes control and gets it out to Spate on the far left hand side, who is looking to build an attack here for Hallam. Really good chance there for Sheffield. Yeah, they could have done more with that.
It was certainly one of the best things we've seen really from Sheffield. They broke forward quite well there, and it was good to see them get a shot off, but they'll be wanting to test the Hallam keeper pretty soon, I think. But that was a lot better from Sheffield, and they had 2-on-1 for a while there, so good opportunity really.
Yeah, absolutely. And Renzi just causing a bit more trouble for Sheffield, and Young again gets the puck. He had a 1-on-1 there, but couldn't do much with it. His shot very easy, bit soft, wide of the post. Yeah, no danger there for Bevan. She's had a bit of a comfortable ride so far.
Yeah, it was comfortably wide in the end, but it's promising for the University of Sheffield that Young did get forward again. And I mean, they've just had a few more chances in the last few minutes. They've had a few more chances to get their shots off. You'd probably still say Hallam have had the better of the game as a whole, but it's a lot more even now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Trestecki there just called offside, didn't get control of the puck, so there's no face-off. And Renzi now has control for Hallam, and he's going down the far right-hand side, takes it behind the line. He's looking to go behind the goal here and just create an opportunity. Gets a shot away. Oh, and that's well held by Stevenson. Gets his body in behind the puck, clamps his glove on it and freezes the puck. And it'll be another Hallam offensive face-off.
Again, Renzi and Stevenson involved there. Jake Renzi's been superb for Hallam, making things happen. But Callum Stevenson's had an answer for everything that's come at him so far, and he's been superb really. He's probably kept University of Sheffield in this, although it's an offensive face-off here for Hallam.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hallam win the face-off there, and number 40 Broadhurst gets a shot away, but it flashes over the net, and it's still Hallam's possession in the middle there, but they don't quite make the most of it. The puck gets flashed across the crease and nobody's there to receive it. And Sheffield are just looking to get control again here, and that's some good work there at the back. Can't see. Oh, and that's a very heavy hit from Gamey on Killick. And there's just a little bit of arty-barty there, just a couple of shoves here and there. And Broadhurst is really after. Okay, we've got a bit of a fight going on here.
Yeah,
Broadhurst is having to be held by the referees. He is really not happy with Trostecki. There was a very heavy hit there on Killick by Broadhurst, and Trostecki, I think, just had a word to say afterwards. Broadhurst then chased after Trostecki, and the referees had to really chase him down and hold him back. And he's going to be put in the penalty box for 2 minutes for roughing here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very light reason to get 2 minutes in the penalty box, really. I mean, there was a big hit and then he's gone and chased him for no real reason, and now they're down to...
In fact, we've got two Hallam players here being given minors. Gamey is in the box as well, and so that's 2 minutes for them. I suspect for roughing there. Very silly.
Yeah, it really was silly. It looked like it came from nothing, just a rough challenge out on the side here, and especially for Broadhurst. I mean, I think Gamey's has come from the actual challenge, but Broadhurst seems to have gone after the University of Sheffield player for no real reason, and it's just a silly reason to put your team in a really difficult position for the next 2 minutes.
Absolutely. Sheffield now have a 5-on-3 power play here. This is a really big opportunity for them. If they can get this goal, there's 5 minutes left in the first first period even, and it will just give them a really good boost going into the second. Oh, sorry, no, it's a 5-on-4. And Sheffield have an offensive zone face-off, which Wakelin wins, plays it out to Young, who loses control, and Renzi here is going on the attack. Might we get a short-handed goal here? That would be really exciting. Renzi, that's very sensible from him, just killing a bit of time, making it hard work for Sheffield, even though it's their power play. He's just controlling the puck in the corner there, holding play up, killing time. But Sheffield have won the puck back, and this is Young. Young going down the left-hand side. Oh, and they've called offside.
Yeah, again, as you said, that is really superb work from Jake Renzi. You've got a man less, and it's intelligent play. He didn't really go for goal, but he just wasted another 20 or 30 seconds, which is what Hallam need, really. They've probably just about been the better side in this half, and they won't want to let this power play for the University of Sheffield be costly from a Hallam perspective. I mean, there's only 4.5 minutes to go, and they'll just be wanting to hold on for the rest of the period, really. They don't want anything silly to cost them.
Yeah, absolutely. Hallam just getting the better of the face-off there, and Francis ices the puck, gets it clear, kills more time. This penalty kill is looking really effective so far for Hallam. They've killed off 50 seconds without looking in any bother at all. But Sheffield are building an attack here. Wakelin going down the middle, and it's another offside. That's a bit poor from Sheffield. Pirri just overbalancing on the line, and it's cost his team again. They were in a really good position to put pressure on there, make the most of this power play they have, but it's just sloppy almost, isn't it? I mean, to give away 2 offsides when you've got the power play and you're trying to get it forward, and as you say, it's almost playing into the hands of Hallam, really. It's just giving them a chance to waste a bit more time and get control of the puck. Yeah, just a little bit too eager going forward there, just lacking a bit of patience, just wait for the puck to go and then follow it afterwards. And Sheffield looking to build another attack here. Trostecki waiting forward, but he doesn't get the puck, and Hallam have control again. Their power play really doing a good job here. Just getting it clear of their zone every time, making Sheffield rebuild. And Killick at the back there gets it forward to Trostecki, who's going down the right-hand side, but he's blocked very well. Yeah, they'll be delighted with their performance in the Sheffield power play so far, Will Hallam. They've not really allowed the University of Sheffield to build any real pressure on their goal, which is obviously the main objective for them, to get through the 2 minutes without conceding, especially with it being so close to half-time. And they'll be delighted. They have a chance of their own here. Absolutely, and Unwin gets a shot away, and that's a really good glove save there by Stevenson. He just blocks it away, shoves it out wide of the goal, and the danger is averted, and Sheffield have another chance to build an attack. But Josh Ward on the far side does really well. Yeah, and again from Stevenson, it's another good save, and Sheffield are trying to just work it back up, but Hallam they've played this superbly. Yeah, absolutely. And Sheffield finally get a small chance, but it's a poor shot from Hayward Alexander and very easy for Bevan to deal with. I think what Hallam have done superbly, since they did lose the man to the sin bin, is they've not let that emotion get the better of them. They've just played the sensible game. They've
almost sat back and they've just protected their own goal, which is a superb thing to do for Hallam, and they haven't really looked under any danger in the Sheffield power play, which is obviously what you want.
Absolutely, that penalty kill was really effective there, and they didn't look in any real danger. Sheffield's offence has just looked a bit slow, and it's just lacked penetration. They've just been a bit sloppy in possession, haven't really had control of the puck enough.
Yeah, they're just struggling to get control in offensive areas and manage to really put some pressure on Sheffield Hallam here. And I think that will be a concern for the University of Sheffield going into the second and third periods.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've just had an aborted face-off there. Hallam didn't have all their men on the ice, but we've had it now, and Hallam have taken control from the face-off. They've been really good on the face-off tonight of Hallam. They've just been getting control of the puck. Oh, and Sheffield have finally had a shot on goal, and Bevan has been called into action, and she's made a good save. Just knocked the puck down and then jumped on it to freeze it. First real chance for Sheffield and a bit of pressure for Bevan, and she's responded well.
Yeah, it's the first time they've got a really challenging shot off on her goal, to be fair, and it was a good effort as well from the University of Sheffield, and they'll be looking for a bit more of that, really. They're not allowing Hallam to build as much offensive pressure as they did early on, and I think that is a promising sign for Sheffield.
Yeah, absolutely. They've just started to break out of their zone a little bit more, just making the Hallam defence do a bit more work and just testing them. And Francis there doesn't clear the puck, and Sheffield have a small chance, but no, it's well mopped up by Renzi again. He's been absolutely everywhere tonight. He's been really good so far.
This is what Hallam have done so superbly. They've just recycled the puck so well. You think Sheffield have got it, and then the next minute they haven't. And Hallam have never really looked under risk because of that. I mean, they're not really giving the puck away either in the centre zone or in their own zone, and he's just making it really difficult. Every attack from Sheffield has to be built from the back, but they've got one here with Wakelin.
It's Wakelin, and he gets another shot away, and Bevan gets a body in the way, doesn't gather it cleanly first time, but then leaps on the puck, freezes it, and we'll have another Sheffield offensive face-off here. They're just starting to build a bit more pressure. Wakelin and Young are looking quite good going forward. They're just starting to find their way through the Hallam defence, creating a couple of chances. Yeah,
this is much better from Sheffield. It's almost a shame it's come so late in the period as they're just starting to build some pressure even, and it is a lot better here. They've had a few big shots, and in the last 2 minutes they've probably had their two big chances of the game, really. So I think this is something for Sheffield to be positive about as we come to the conclusion of this first period. It was a period probably dominated at the start of it by Hallam, but Sheffield have definitely come into it, and you'd say it's a pretty even game out there right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You get the feeling that, well, we've got 1 minute left in this first period, and if a goal comes here, it could really, really make the second period fascinating. It's been a lot of action, just nothing quite penetrating the defence. Oh, and we've had a chance there. That was Unwin, sat just in front of the crease, got the puck with loads of space, but he fired it straight at Stevenson, who cleared the puck wide, and the puck's just made its way through to Stevenson again, who's frozen it, clamped down on it, and the danger is averted for Sheffield.
Yeah, scrappy bit of play there after the second shot came in, and I mean, Stevenson again to stay focused there. He had so many Hallam players just in front of him, but he hasn't really put a foot wrong this half, and I think the University of Sheffield, there's only 34 seconds left on the clock. They'll just be wanting to hold on and take it into the break at 0-0, really.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just looking to hang on here, go in at even, and it means that come the second period they've got a really good chance. And Sheffield get the puck away after this face-off, and it's up to Hallam really to put a bit of pressure on the defence here and win the puck back, which they have done. That was Unwin there, gets it out to Leach on the zone line, back to Unwin, going down the right hand side, just looking to build an attack. They've got a couple of players in at the crease. It gets flashed across there, but nobody on the end to poke it in.
I think one thing they will want to change is the way the face-offs have gone. I mean, at the moment every face-off seems to lead to a Hallam opportunity, and I think Sheffield won't want to be giving them away as we come to the end of the period here, with it being 0-0.
Yeah, absolutely. It is 0-0 at the end of the first period here. Hallam probably have had the best of it. They've created a fair few chances, but Stevenson, the Sheffield goalkeeper, netminder even, has been absolutely fantastic and has taken control.
And Sheffield have definitely come into it as the half's gone on, which is as the period's gone on, which is promising for the rest of the game.
Yeah, he's kept them in the game here, and Sheffield still in with a chance. next goal first goal even should be really vital.
Yeah,
that
I think
could be
that'll-
the big opportunity for either team.
It'll be interesting to see how the team which concedes first responds, I think, and it's going to be a big part of this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're now going to be handing back over to our TV presenters here, Matt Hutchinson and Joe. And sorry about that. And yeah, second period will be on the way shortly. And
Yeah, I think the main thing really that will affect the game is the way that the face-offs has gone. The offensive face-offs have all really gone in Hallam's favour, and it's just allowing them to build pressure, not let Sheffield get out of their own half. So it's looking very interesting.
okay, so we now really will hand back over to our presenters. Back over to you. It's been a good game so far. Looking forward to the rest.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good to see the two teams sort of coming together and sort of having a bit of a kerfuffle. I know we'll go into it a bit more. I would like to see if maybe a few more shots being taken, but yeah, it's been good so far.
It was a great first period, it really was, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but I thought there were some great shots from both sides, particularly from Hallam. I must admit, unfortunately, they had probably the better go of it.
They did edge the opening proceedings. Josh Barras, in particular, had a couple of chances in the opening 5 to 10 minutes. Do you think that was an indicator of Hallam's dominance in the opening period, Joe? Do you think Union managed to settle down and get a foothold in the match so far?
I don't know if you heard them just in front of us, but they were chanting his name through that first period. They clearly are a favourite, and they really enjoyed it.
Good.
You're good. Go.
Yeah, we're still on. Apologies to our lovely listeners and viewers there. It seems to have a few technical difficulties here at IceSheffield. So here at the Ice Hockey 2 still. Charlie, we had a sin bin for Niku Guyami after around 10 minutes time.
Yeah, and there was a bit
What was that for? Talk me through it.
There seemed to be sort of a...
It was. I think what it came down to a little bit of an unprofessional foul. I think I would call it an unprofessional foul, really.
The first one was sort of looked like a bit of a kerfuffle, and then it went out a little bit more, and then more got involved, and then I don't know.
There's a few numbers in there, Joe. Do you think that sort of violence, that sort of edge, that sort of temper to be expected in this sort of Varsity occasion?
Well, I think it is all in a little bit of good fun, to be honest. I think both of the teams are being very competitive, and they both want to come away with a point here. Really, basically, they want to see a good game, and I think the moment just got a bit ahead of them, really there.
Yeah, I mean, the Kugami, he was cheered by Hallam fans as he came down into the city just behind us there. Do you think that that's an indicator of how much it means to the fans and how they love to see? I mean, a bit of violence is to be expected in Varsity, as you quite rightly said, but do you think it's to be encouraged and the fans sort of contribute to that sort of atmosphere?
I think it's a bit unusual. I don't know how many you've seen previously of the ice hockey events, but I haven't seen anything quite like that. I haven't seen really when you thought the gloves might come off. A little bit more than just the shoves into the walls. That's what I was a bit surprised at.
Yeah, I think people look for something like ice hockey, for a little bit more sort of going on. It is supposed to be.
It's a contact sport.
Yeah,
It is a contact sport. I mean, we saw quite a few bumps and bruises for a lot of our players in the opening period there. Also, Max Wakelin had a couple of really good chances for University of Sheffield. Do you think they've held their own here in a sport that Hallam are traditionally quite strong at?
Yeah. I personally have been quite impressed by University of Sheffield. They've come out very well. They didn't necessarily have the best start. I feel like Hallam very much dominated the first parts, but particularly towards the latter stages, they had some very good shots, particularly in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the opening period hopefully isn't an indicator of the entire match we've seen so far, because as you rightly said, Hallam probably edged it. Joe, we were talking off air about how this fixture in the past, the past fixture has been 0-0. Do you think we've seen enough in the opening period there to suggest that we will see some goals here at IceSheffield? From
what I know, it was quite similar last year, that it was very much end-to-end shots going from both directions, and it still ended 0-0. And if it was, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened today, purely on the calibre of the goalkeepers, it would seem. There have been great saves from both sides.
Charlie, do you think we've seen enough so far to suggest that we will see some goals further in the next two periods?
I think we have. I said at the start I would like to see some more. I think it's what you want to see. You want to see a bit more, even if, and they've been on target. I think we had a couple that were pretty on target, and our goalkeeper's been so good. She's been so on it the whole.
Yeah, our
start,
goalkeeper
absolutely.
Brittany and Bill,
Yeah.
which is worth pointing out. This ice hockey is mixed. We have many female and male players on both sides. Do you think it's good to see it's such a rare occasion for Varsity to be mixed? We have so many men and women's sports separately, but in ice hockey they all come together and play as one team.
I think it's absolutely outstanding to see, and they are some of the best players on the team, and it's just incredible to see. And I'm so happy to see such a brilliant performance from Brittany there, particularly as a University of Sheffield supporter here today. It's great to see such great saves.
Bleed black and gold, as our union often mentioned. We're going to talk a bit about now some other fixtures we've got going on Varsity later in the week. It's also worth pointing out we do have merchandise on sale at the SU shop. So we have scarves. Have you bought anything, Charlie, merchandise-wise so far?
I was tempted, and then when the student loan came in on Monday,
it's a danger.
Student finance, thank you for that one.
But yeah, there's t-shirts. Can you get
scarves, hats?
Yeah,
all in our black and gold attire.
Sleeveless jumpers and everything there today this year.
And it's so nice when you come to these events and all you see is like the black and gold and a bit of maroon.
People wear their colours. People wear their colours, and it's absolutely lovely to see.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to that ice hockey first game, you really will notice the black and gold and the red and white.
Indeed, it feels like this is almost a mini version of the ice hockey ones that we've got coming up next Wednesday.
Definitely.
I think it's good that we've got the fans separated. We've got the black and gold University of Sheffield fans just behind us over there, and Hallam nearer to us. Or would you rather see them mixed together and create a bit more of a hostile atmosphere, Joe?
I quite like the separation, and it leads to a bit of back and forth between the crowd, particularly on the first. And we've seen a little bit here when one player does something that particularly gets them going. That one side gives a good shout, and then as soon as they return the other end,
toing and throwing.
Exactly.
Of the atmosphere. Charlie, as we said earlier, we got merchandise in the shop. We've got inflatable people outside the union.
I know.
Talk to me about how Varsity grows this campus during this week every year.
It completely does. Like, you go everywhere, and I mean, I live quite near the gym, just around the corner from the gym. But it's so good to see like everybody all like in sports kit, but not just the sporty people, like everyone just so involved, and campus is really busy and bustly at the moment. It's so nice. It's like one of the sort of maybe 2 or 3 times a year that it's just a really lovely atmosphere around, and everyone's really excited, and I think there's so much. I think particularly because
so much going on, isn't there?
Yeah, and because it's so close at the moment, everyone is so on it and like watching it and can't wait for the next results coming. Whenever you could hear it, you're like, oh, have you been keeping an eye on Twitter and stuff? And yeah, I'm excited. 11-all
so far. It's worth pointing out in Varsity. We have fixtures going through till next Wednesday. We had to hear from the golf. As soon as we do get any results, we'll let you know. Stay tuned at Forge Radio Sport on Twitter, at Forge Press Sport on Twitter, and forgetoday.com/Varsity with everything you need to know. Joe, stuff we've had so far is with the winter Varsity. We had skiing over the sort of December-January period. Then we had boxing at the Octagon before the Easter break. I mean, obviously we spoke a bit earlier on about our favourite events coming up. What's been your favourite event so far in Varsity this year?
Boxing was one of the best nights of the year for me. It was again last year, and it's been absolutely incredible again this year. It was a really, really good night, and it's another example of just how close this year's going to be. If you look at the trend for the last few years, it's been getting closer and closer, and this year I think it could go right down to the wire.
Charlie, I mean, obviously as I said to Joe, we've had boxing, we've had skiing, we had freestyle skiing earlier this week, we had Hallam Sports Park Day yesterday. What's been your favourite event so far? 11-all as it stands.
I haven't actually seen any other a sport at all, but
glad to hear our station manager always available and ready.
But I know how much a lot of the winter Varsity means to a lot of people because they're so into the skiing.
Ashes to Alps, it's referred to as Ashes to Alps, isn't it? Sounds very intimidating.
And I know you went on the ski trip, Matt. I don't know.
I did indeed, yeah. We, I mean, it was 1-all in the Varsity points, Varsity Stakes after the ski trip. And it's a shame we didn't get that lead, Joe, that we had last year, 5-0 up.
Yeah,
this time last year after the skiing. Do you think the fact that Hallam managed to neutralise the University of Sheffield in that particular sport could prove vital later on in the week?
Yeah, it's one of those things that the points are so close, and the points were so close last year, really, that I could honestly say that the Winter Varsity alone could be enough to push it to either Hallam's advantage or even coming down to the ice hockey sort of, or at least the finals, the last few sports on that final day.
It does indeed. I mean, We had only 2 sports, unfortunately. In teen, it was in the French Alps over the Christmas New Year period, because there was obviously quite bad weather, there were blizzards, so we only got to see the racing, not the freestyling. However, we won the freestyling early this week in Castleford, Charlie. We spoke a bit earlier about Byron Hayward Alexander, who is competing today for the ice hockey mixed twos and in the freestyling earlier in the week. What a talent he has.
I know, and we were talking about this earlier. It's so good to see people getting involved in lots of different things as well, and just showing off all the talent that they have.
Joe, if you were to compete in one varsity sport, what would it be?
I'm a massive fan of American football, so I suppose I'd like to throw my hat into that. I suppose, and that is it's something I'm going to watch. I'm going to spectate.
Very stop-start, though, isn't it?
It is, and I'm a massive fan of American football. My team won Super Bowl this year, which I bragged around.
Who is your team?
Denver Broncos. But I'm obviously black and gold for this year. When I'm going to go watch this upcoming week.
On Sunday, we have a good win, the American football. Charlie, if you were to compete in one sport in this fantasy world we're referring to, what would it be for you?
Well, if we're going back to my teenage years, I'd probably go for swimming, because actually that was probably the only sport I could do. But if I could do anything, I'd go for archery, because why not?
Interesting choice at Hallam Sports Park. Okay, we also had, as Charlie quite rightly said, we've got swimming, we've got water polo on next Wednesday at Ponds Forge. I wrongly said earlier that the hockey's going to be on Tuesday. It's actually it's on Monday, sorry. It is on Tuesday at Abbeydale Road. Joe, obviously the hockey is a massive sport at the University of Sheffield with 9 teams for the men and women. Do you think we're going to edge that one come next Tuesday?
I think it's going to be an interesting one, because I think again with the same as Winter Varsity, it's going to be quite close. And I think when so many points and teams are playing, it could be the decider. If one university takes home a load of points from one section of this any day, really, they could edge the varsity point.
Charlie, I mean, as Joe quite rightly said, it's going to be a tight contest, as it always is. The University of Sheffield looking to win for the 3rd time in a row. Do you think we're going to do it this year?
We've
won the last 3. Sorry, as always, representing is a bit dodgy and insecure, to say the least. Charlie, do you think? Oh, as I say that, we're coming up towards 8 minutes gone in the interval, which means we're going to show you some highlights of what we had yesterday here in Sheffield Varsity on Forge Radio. welcome back to IceSheffield here. I'm Matthew Hutchinson here, joined by Charlie Martin and Joe Finley. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring you the highlights package we wanted to from yesterday at Hallam Sports Park, so we'll tell you the highlights ourselves.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be there, Joe. Did you manage to catch any of all the action-packed stuff that happened yesterday at Hallam Sports Park?
I unfortunately was not able to listen live, but I kept an eye on the Twitter stream, which was very helpful.
On that one.
And it kept me pretty much up to date the whole way through, and it was pretty exciting even just to read the words. I was waiting quite excitedly for the next bit to come along and refreshing constantly at certain points.
Indeed, we had men's football 1s to 4s, we had women's football 1s and 2s, we had indoor cricket, Charlie, we had archery, we had rugby league, rugby union for both genders. I mean, that sort of day, do you think it's an incredible feat to even manage to get them all in one place at the same time?
I was just going to say, actually, it's so nice that, I mean, they're all sort of quite big sports that a lot of people play and a lot of people love to play and love to watch as well. So it's so good that you've got all of these sports in one place. And I didn't go yesterday, but I was there last year, and it was just so much fun. And literally, I was just
lovely weather for it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
George was smiling on us, Joe, for the day yesterday. I mean, do you think weather and conditions, as I was saying to Charlie, could affect some of the sports that are played outdoors? The likes of, we have hockey on Tuesday later on in the week. We have all sorts of outdoor sports. We have some cycling coming up. I mean, do you think the weather and the conditions here in Sheffield could slightly dampen the spirits of the fans and the players?
Oh, I don't need to tell anyone, even here or watching at home, that the weather can be very changeable in Sheffield. And for things like American football, probably, it would make a massive impact. If it was a particularly rainy day, it could completely change things. Cycling, as you mentioned, is probably another one. It completely changes the surface that they're going to be riding on and can completely change the advantage that each team would have. So you're definitely right, the weather could completely throw this thing on its head.
Indeed. Charlie, if it's a rainy day, would that put you off going to your favourite sport?
Well, no, because a lot of my favourite sports tend to be inside.
Oh, very wise,
but I was thinking, like, tomorrow it's the athletics. I'm really hoping that we have another day.
Which you're covering.
Which I'm covering, yes.
At Hallam's City Athletics Stadium.
Yeah, so I think that as well. Another thing is, like, if you've got a really horrible a track and it's all sort of damp in the air, it can't be great for the athletes, and they want to have a nice sort of clearish day, not too hot but not too cold either. So
indeed, fingers crossed that we get good conditions for the week ahead. As the players are starting to come out with 2.5 minutes to go till the second period here at the ice hockey mixed 2s. Joe, what are we looking forward to in the next 2 periods? What can we expect from these players?
I'd like to see a little bit more of the first half's quality shooting. It's particularly from University of Sheffield. Hallam have probably had the closer shots, the more frequent shots at that, but the ones that we have been long plays that have worked quite well in our favour. They're a little bit slower to get back and defend as well, that I've noticed, so if we can capitalise on that, that'll be brilliant.
Charlie, I mean, the ice hockey is such a spectacle, a unique spectacle that we have here at Varsity. Do you think it's great we got, I mean, there looks to be a reasonable turnout. I'm going to guess about 800 people here today, about half full. I mean, it's for the 2s. The 2s again, 800 people. Aren't we so lucky to have such a big event at Varsity here in Sheffield?
I know, it's fantastic, and it just shows how many people love sport, and even something that's not necessarily a well-known sport like ice hockey. I mean, I'd never seen a game before September, and apart from I'd seen last year's ice hockey on Forge TV, but I hadn't actually gone to see a game before, and it was just it's so great that we can come to something like this and be so engrossed by it, and I think everyone here today is feeling that atmosphere right now.
I mean, Charlie, what are you looking forward to hearing the the referee's whistle there? We're not started. We'll pass on to our commentators very soon. Yeah, what are you looking forward to over the next 2 periods here at IceSheffield?
I think it'd be good if there was a little bit more going on as well. If there was a little bit more of a kerfuffle, it's always interesting to see.
Bit more argy-bargy, good jargon here on Forge TV. Kerfuffle, little kerfuffle from our players is what we want to see.
But it's a contact sport, like we said, and it would be good to get down and
get a few goals.
Get down and dirty.
That'd be nice.
Get a few goals would be good.
Joe, I mean, the players obviously they're gonna find the conditions in terms of the atmosphere quite intimidating. Do you think?
Yeah, it's a loud crowd today. You said there's only it's not the largest turnout that we've ever had, but it's still enough people to really get you going.
From
exactly,
University
and that's
of
what we
Sheffield.
love. That's what Varsity's all about. Yeah. It's about both sides of the university. Both universities getting behind their teams, no matter what the sport, and that is why we've got such a good turnout today.
We do indeed. I'm going to pass over to your commentary team now, second period here at the Ice Hockey 2s, Finley Panting and Dom Lowe.
We are here at IceSheffield for the second period of the Ice Hockey 2s between Sheffield Hallam and University of Sheffield in the Varsity event tonight. It is goalless here, and you are joined by Finlay Panting and Dom Lowe sitting next to me.
Oh, thank you, Finlay. We've just got underway, and there's a Hallam shot far wide of the Uni of goal. There's a bit of a melee in the corner now as we come back up to the centre circle, and the puck rolls around behind the goal, and number 97 for Uni is pressed up against the glass. There's 3 players contesting for the puck, and it's popped out, and Uni are coming forward with the puck, and it's a long crossfield ball there up to Puri, and it's behind the net. No icing called there as the puck comes forward with Hallam. It's 1-on-2, and it breaks up. Some great defending from Uni there. When it's back around the goal mouth, bit of a scramble, but Uni come away with it. Hallam forwards pestering that Uni defender there, the Uni captain.
Yeah, it's been Hallam have come out again the stronger of the two sides. In the first half, we saw Hallam having the majority of the play sort of within their end zone. Seem to have come out with the more attacking prowess again. Hopefully, University can get some few more shots in this for the second period here.
Yeah, and the puck is sent up again to Hallam's end zone behind the goal, and they come away with it. The ball's up with Renzi, the captain. He's going past 1-2 Uni of defenders round the back of the goal, and he's come away with it. Uni look to crowd him out, and it comes back to, and it's in!
It's a goal!
It's a goal!
What number is that? It was a far shot. It was from just within their end zone by Hallam.
Niku Gamey with that one. If you remember, he got a penalty in the first period.
Yes.
And he's now come out of the sin bin, and
it's an aggressive shot, just an aggressive player.
Fired one to the top right of the goal from our position.
I don't think it had any deflection. It was just straight through, straight into the top right-hand corner of University of Sheffield's goal.
Very unlucky for Stevenson there. He's had an amazing first period so far. Disappointed with that one maybe for such a long distance.
Definitely.
And we're back underway. Hallam with the puck after the face-off. Normington coming forward, but it's robbed by a Uni defender coming towards Stevenson, and he kills it dead.
The pressure's starting to roll up a bit. I feel like University are going to have to.
Oh, and there's a bit of a push there from Hallam onto Uni captain Stephen Killick. There's been a bit of little pushing, nothing's balled over too much.
No, there was a small tug of shirts that started in the first period.
Oh yes, of course. Hallam with the ball, with the puck, and Pirates coming forward. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Has a shot. Oh, it's an amazing save there by Hallam's goalie.
Direct shot by Pierre.
In on and we've got a Hallam player down here. Looks to be in some pain. Looks to be Adam Normington.
His stick flew out of his hand behind the goal.
Whilst we wait for hopefully Normington to be okay and return to his skates.
Both of the two players were just sprinting towards that goal there.
Yeah.
It was a one-on-one situation, but they both flew behind the goal, and he looks to have just slammed into the board.
Yes.
It's down here. It looks.
The Hallam coach on his way over to take care of his player. Here comes the Sheffield coach as well.
They've cleared the ice.
Yeah, the ice has been cleared. And what a save that was by Emma Bevan, the Hallam keeper.
It was a one-on-one situation. It was basically a penalty shot.
It might as well have been a penalty shot. He was flying towards her. The nerves must have been racking.
Definitely the best opportunity that we've seen from University of Sheffield in this game so far.
Yeah, I mean it's not looking good here for Normington. He's returning. He's returned to his feet now with some help from the Hallam coach.
Feet, yep.
And He's skating. He looks okay.
Getting a round of applause from both Hallam and University of Sheffield supporters. It's great to see.
It's the biggest cheer of the night so far. It's good to see. It's the kind of varsity sportsmanship we like to see.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for the call from the referee.
All players are off the ice at the moment, apart from University of Sheffield's captain and
a couple of Hallam players. Yes.
They've brought the puck back to centre ice.
Puck's come back. Yeah, puck's come back to centre ice. We're just
looks to be just a face-off.
Yeah, looks
from the centre.
Oh, it's a penalty shot to the Uni of Sheffield.
So a penalty shot, just be a one-on-one situation like the goal was.
Yes, yeah.
Why do you think that may have been? Would it be interference?
A push in the back that
okay,
maybe led
cool.
to slip. Here comes Peary now. This is Gareth Peary for Sheffield. He comes towards the keeper. Bevan saves! Saved by Barrett.
Inside post, I think, was it?
She deflected it off that post, yes. What a save by Emma Bevan.
So it stays 1-0 here to Hallam at IceSheffield. University of Sheffield have basically just had 2 penalty shots and nothing's to come of it.
Unfortunate, but what a save by Bevan. What a save.
It's not had much
and
to
we've
do
got
in
a
the
face-off
first
here
periods.
in the Hallam defensive area as Hallam come forward with it. Oh, it's intercepted by Uni, but it's a bit of a scramble. And Hallam come away with it again, but another misplaced pass, and the ball, the puck is rolling behind the goal mouth. Very scrappy play here after that penalty shot, and he breaks the Peary. He tries to feed it into Buckland, but it's misplaced, and icing is called by the referee after Hallam sent the puck flying towards the Uni of goal line.
Yeah. Do you think there was a bit of pressure
Definitely.
by Hallam there?
It's a big change. That fast break seems to have changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, University of Sheffield seem to have the majority of the play at the moment. Not much coming of it, but...
Here's Chu. He fires it across. Oh, unlucky there. Pushed over there by the Hallam defence. Shoots. Oh, what a save.
Deflected into the goalkeeper there. University of Sheffield almost creeped through.
Yeah, a deflected shot. Bevan went one way. The puck flicked the other way. She caught it, outreached a glove and caught that one. And now we're going to have a face-off in the Hallam zone. Miller for the face-off Uniov. And it's Renzi away for Hallam. He's coming towards the goal. He's too fast for the Uniov defence. He flicks it towards the goal, but it's crowded out in the end. Coming forward again. Oh, and a big challenge there. No call. Looks the puck is caught in the netting behind the goal of Uni, and it looks to be another face-off.
Yeah, Hallam have just brought it back into their offensive zone now after Bevan had quite a few saves to make there. Looks to be Hallam putting back on the pressure again maybe here.
Yeah, wholesale changes for both teams there as and a big collision there between 2 Hallam players as they both went for the same puck. And the puck is with the Uni defence, but puck keeps changing hands.
Yeah,
or sticks rather.
Here.
A lot of turnovers for both teams. It's quite a scrappy game at the moment. Just needs a bit of magic from someone, like that first goal.
Not quite so sharp. It seems to be hitting a lot of people's blades, hitting a lot of people's bodies. Not really the sharp passing we saw from the first period as much.
Yeah, it's definitely. And Sheffield break now. Oh, it is 2-on-1. A shot is another save from Bevan. Perry tries to land a late shot in there, but
University of Sheffield seem to be having quite a few more shots on target.
I think they've matched the amount of shots they had on target. Well, if not surpassed it.
First period, there wasn't too many shots from University of Sheffield, so it's great to see them coming out, putting up a bit of a fight here, trying to get back to the goal they lost early on in the second period.
And after the face-off, it's Hallam who come away with it. And and it's broken for the Hallam forward, and he flicks towards the goal.
Oh, it's another goal! Hallam have scored a second goal here at IceSheffield.
Matthew Unwin with the goal for Hallam. You might describe him as an enforcer for Hallam, but he broke with that one, didn't he?
It was a one-on-one situation, just flicked it up again into the top right-hand corner. And
a very similar situation to the one that Perry had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Against Bevan. But Stevenson wasn't able to make the same kind of save, unfortunately.
It's a shame because University of Sheffield were picking up a bit of pressure there. It's a bit of a shame to see Hallam get a second one there.
Yes, but the score is 2-0. After the face-off, Sheffield come away with it, but lose it to Hallam again.
It's going to be a long way back now.
Oh, definitely.
To get back in the second period anyway. There's 15 minutes, 24
seconds.
And
a big hit there by Unwin on Chew. And and a slip from the from Hallam forward as he looked to maybe score a third. The puck is sent flying towards the neutral zone. Unwin with the puck plays it across to the Hallam defence, and Uniov regain possession. Oh, and another big hit by Unwin. He's not taking any prisoners tonight.
No, not at all.
And Uni come away with it with Chew. Oh, but he loses the puck. Poor bit of skill there from Chew, but he'll be disappointed with that one. It's all very loose play at the moment, but Miller comes away with it. He charges towards the defence. He tries to shoot, but it's blocked by the Hallam defensive stick. Tattersall with that one. And it's fired in towards Miller. He flicks it, and it's deflected in!
University of Sheffield have got their first goal here at IceSheffield.
Oh, Bevan will be disappointed with that one.
Very much so. After a few great saves in the second period, it just flicked off of her skate. I think that just rolled over the line.
It was fired in towards Miller. He just went for a cheeky flick towards the goalkeeper.
Very
nice. Bounced off
her
pad or a skate or something, and it just looped over her leg, and it was almost in slow motion.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It looked like the goal was sort of dead there, and it just sort of glided over in the end.
This game has come alive in the second period.
Really has.
And he's Uniov with it again. Another shot and another save by Bevan.
Another shot on target there by Uni of Sheffield.
Here's Killick with it. He passes it over to number 61. And another save from Bevan. It breaks now to Miller. He passes it out to Perry. Miller again. Oh, he flicks it over the top. Oh, not Miller, sorry. It was Wakeling. Sorry about that one. Uniov retained possession after Hallam tried to ice it. Oh, and a few big hits there. Surely that was from behind. The referees wave it away. And
pressure's rolled up in this game now.
Oh, yes,
a few more fights started.
Oh, and a big push there by Leach on Wakeling. No calls yet from the referees. A lot of argy-bargy, if
just
you call it
feels like
that.
something's brewing here.
Something is brewing. And Uniov not really under any pressure, just physical pressure, I'd say, at the moment. As it breaks for Hallam, as they're holding all the pressure in the Uniov defensive zone. Oh, Perry comes away with it here. It's one-on-one with the defender. Oh, and it's cut out brilliantly, actually, by the Hallam defender.
There's Normington there, just cutting out the attack there. Just got
and
to stick
icing the puck.
Away.
He ices the puck, and we're going to have a face-off in the Hallam defensive zone. As we see a few changes for both teams.
Yeah, I
think
like
this is a big opportunity for Uni.
Yeah, I feel like the face-off may just settle them down a little. It might give a bit more sharpness to this game. Been a bit scrappy in the last minute since the goals went in for Uni of Sheffield.
As Hallam come away with it, racing towards the Uni of goal. And that calls for offside there, but not given by the referee. A call has been made. And
was that an offside?
I think it may have been. They may have called that offside that was claimed for. Yes, it is an offside. Yes.
few more changes here by University of Sheffield. They're going to have a face-off within the neutral zone.
Unwin and Miller stepping up for this, the 2 goal scorers.
Yeah.
And the ball, the puck rather, breaks for Hallam. Ward plays it up to, and a nice bit of trickery there from the Hallam forward. Fires it towards the goal, but Stevenson's on it. Unwin tried to get the rebound, but saved. Ward fires it. Another block from the Uni forward. And it is shot up the ice by Miller. Pursued by Chu. He goes. He intercepted that one brilliantly, but then slipped, unfortunately, and just couldn't find his feet in time.
Chu was it felt like the only man in the offensive zone there, but just slipped and just couldn't get himself back up to get to the puck in time.
Chu pursuing the puck here. Menes Fernandez pursuing it now for Uniov. Getting scrappy again there now. And as Wakeland looks to break with it, but it's cut out again by Unwin. He's having a great game so far. Unfortunately for Uni, but it's got to be said. And he fires one at the goal, and a great save by Stevenson. The follow-up saved as well.
Yeah, keep getting a few more follow-up shots here. They're getting a direct shot, and
those rebounds could prove, quite, costly if Stevenson isn't on the game as he has been.
Yeah, a few more catches from Stevenson would be almost got one just there.
Yeah, he's got a glove on that one at least. The puck is just being sort of passed around the Uni. Perry comes away with it here, and he goes to shoot, but he's checked by the Hallam defence. He looked to come away with it, but it's missed by almost everybody. Asadi trying to get there, but Renzi gets there ahead of him. Luckily, well saved by Stevenson.
Yeah, another one-on-one situation there. It was just a bit too little time for him to prepare for it.
Almost broke for Wakeland there. Unfortunate. As Hallam come away with it. May have been a trip there.
Yeah.
And
that
the referees have called it.
University of Sheffield.
Maybe it's either a penalty or an offside there. Not sure what's been called. Yes, it looks to be an offside.
No one's heading to this in bin, so it's an offside.
Hallam with the puck after the face-off. Barras with the puck, fires it across. The Hallam forward seemed to fire himself. A vicious shot there from Jamie.
Just went flying in.
So tried to throw herself at it.
He's doing it again.
He's just firing it into the mixer, as you might say.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of bodies there. It could easily deflect off anyone.
Yeah, it could easily, as we saw with the Uni goal.
Yeah.
And it's come out to him again. He fires it in
once again.
There.
He's 3 in a row. Right, way outside, sort of just in the offensive zone.
Naylor has got quite a powerful shot on him, to be fair. That's Craig Naylor there. And it breaks for Gamey for Hallam, but it's crowded out by the Uni defence.
It's the first few shots we've seen from Hallam in a while.
Yeah, they're starting to get back into the game a bit. Uni might rue those missed chances. Play stopped by the referee as the puck goes towards the substitutes bench as they were making substitutions.
Yeah, there's more line changes here. They're going back for a face-off. Yeah, it's sort of. I mean, it's been quite scrappy for a little bit. Hallam are getting a few more shots now on target.
There was too many men on the ice, and Spate has been sin-binned, you might say, for 2 minutes, I suppose, for Hallam. So it's going to be a power play for Uni. They really need to take advantage. Well blocked there by Bevan as a rather undangerous puck tried to trickle into her bottom corner. Unwin comes away with it here. He does one, he does two, and it's well caught there by the...
Stevenson finally getting a glove save.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We were talking about him dropping it and getting a few after shots, but it was a one-on-one situation again.
Yep,
And
he'll be happy with that one because that was a difficult one to get. It was coming away from him.
It first time. It's brilliant.
It goes to show, doesn't it? Even though Uni have a power play here,
Yeah, Hallam
is still dangerous on the break with Unwin. As he takes the ball off Perry, the puck off Perry again, and looks to drive at the goal again.
Yeah, Hallam on the penalty kill here, but it looks like they're the ones with the power play at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, and a late shot there by Francis on Young. Nothing called by the referees, but I think that's just a friendly push by Francis on his teammate Young. Because of course the players that are playing tonight also played the Sheffield Bears.
Yeah, they split up the Sheffield Bears into University of Sheffield and Hallam players as they play together during the year. So they are friends off of the ice, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, the puck's breaking for Barras, and oh my!
Third goal for Hallam.
It's another goal for Hallam.
It's at number 12. That is Josh Barras.
Josh Barras with an amazing.
He just sped in between two of the defenders there.
He snuck it past one and then he just split the defence, went between the two defenders, and Hallam have scored on a Uni power play.
Yeah, University of Sheffield are going to be disappointed.
Definitely disappointed.
You can see it a bit. I was saying that Hallam were getting a few more shots in, and just as the power play started, they still didn't really seem to settle University of Sheffield. It's a shame to see a third goal go in.
Yes, in a professional performance, they would have wanted to be camped in the. And it breaks for Chu here as he intercepts it after putting some great pressure on, but it doesn't seem to have come to anything. As Hallam break again with Barras, and he ices the puck.
Spate is still in the sin bin for Hallam.
Yes, he can't be long now for the.
8 minutes left to play in the second period here at IceSheffield.
Yeah.
Score is 3-1 to Hallam.
Yes. Sheffield will be disappointed with a couple of the goals they have conceded. The first thing they need to be is solid in defence, as another puck goes wanting from Uniov. Oh, and a big hit there from on Chu there, as Perry just sends the puck up the ice. Hallam retain possession. It really does seem like Hallam have the power play here. It's
Spate are coming,
and here is
Kelly
Spate returning to the action.
Power play is over for the University
power play
of Sheffield.
is over. They got a power play and then conceded.
Yeah.
Kelly Spate goes straight off, and she's replaced. Oh, a big shot there from Perry.
Ironically, University of Sheffield have their shot on target once. It's back to 5-on-5.
Yes, ironic, but Bevan never seemed troubled with that one. Good pressure here from Sheffield. They're keeping the Hallam players locked into their defensive zone. But as I say that, it looks to be Unwin coming away with it. No, Barras. Oh, and a great interception, but Barras comes away with it again. Ward stops. Oh, he fakes one, goes past one. It's into Barras. Ooh. Oh, and he misses it. Looks to rifle it towards Stevenson's goal. Oh, and it's flicked across the goal, but no Hallam player can get a telling touch on it.
Joe Waite just hanging in the centre there, just in front of the goal. Almost got a shot away, just hit the air in the end. Flew past him.
Difficult. Young has to ice it after that intense Hallam pressure, and we're going to have a face-off in the Uni defensive zone. This going 4-1 down would be an absolute nightmare for Sheffield now.
Yeah, it would be difficult to get back. I mean, it's a fast-paced game. Goals can go in very quickly, but when it's to 4-1, we have 6 minutes left to play in this second period here. It would be very tough for University of Sheffield, in the way they're playing at the moment, to get back into this game.
Yes, Perry with the puck in the Hallam zone, as the puck is flicked towards the goal, but cut out by the defence. Oh, and a loose pass there from Young, I think, as Renzi's on the puck and he fires one towards the bottom corner, but is cut out by Stevenson.
Yeah, Renzi just having a straight shot at Stevenson, managing to block it quite easily there.
Yeah, you'd hope he was too far out to score. Oh, and a very nice piece of skill from Perry as he nutmegs Renzi. But Hallam come away with the puck after play breaks down. Killick loses the possession of the puck here to Gamey, but well covered there by Young. Uni come away with the puck. But another loose pass. Oh no, Young's intercepted it again. But Hallam come away with it after some more loose play. Here comes Wheeler for Hallam.
Yeah, we just had a change of lineup there, and there was for a moment.
The puck was fired across the goal as the Hallam forward flicked it towards the goal. It was Unwin again. He almost got his second of the game, but luckily, or rather unluckily, I might say, Stevenson got hit in the face with it, and we've got a face-off in the Uni defensive zone. It breaks to Francis. He fires it towards the goal, but stopped by.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for those deflections with those long shots.
Yeah, looking for rebounds, I think, because Hallam don't need to try too hard to score, being 3-1 up already. Another shot fired towards the Uni goal out of nowhere.
I mean, you could say that they don't need it too much, but it doesn't. They're not letting University of Sheffield off here. They're still
definitely not.
Still applying the pressure. They're having major line changes here by University of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Just they take a face off in Hallam's offensive zone.
Francis fires one from long range, but deflected again by Sadie. Hallam still come away with it. Oh, and unlucky there for Wheeler, who was looking to flip that one in. Unwin fires the puck around the edge as Wheeler gets caught up in the goal, but she almost flicks it in. As she rises to her feet as the puck gets fired across the face. Unwin fires it into to Watt.
Flurry of attack there by Hallam. Just a few pucks flying across the face of goal. No one able to get their stick on the end of it.
Yeah, as Waite fires it into the stomach of Stevenson. And we're going to have another face-off here in Sheffield's defensive zone. Ward fires it in again, but well wide of the goal this time. Oh, and it's a loose pass there from Hallam, but Ward's got it under control. He flicks it over the top towards Wheeler, who gets it under control very well. But she is offside.
Miller just trying to catch it in the air there, bring it back down, just missing it, playing an offside. And yeah, Hallam make quite a major line change now.
Yeah, and I think those huge changes could maybe help Sheffield as these players who are unused to the game come into the play.
There's not been too many power plays in either period, just a couple. So
yeah, both of them went Uni's way, but they didn't manage to score from either of them. As a loose puck there from keeper Stevenson, as Hallam looked to capitalise, but they could not.
It's 3 minutes 4 seconds left to play in this second period as Hallam are 3-1 up here in Ice Hockey 2's Varsity event. It's Thursday night.
Another shot fired at the goal by, was it Wheeler?
They're still managing to find the target even from that range.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Stevenson has been blocking as well as he has.
Yeah, Stevenson has a good night. May have let 3 past, but
despite conceding 3 goals, it has to be said that the volume of shots that have been fired at him,
been a lot.
I think 3 is a fair amount to let in out of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say that Hallam don't deserve this at the moment. Maybe 3-1 is a bit generous.
Yeah,
2-1 may have been more like it.
Oh,
I mean, University of Sheffield have definitely had a lot more shots in this second period.
I'd say that Sheffield have definitely been in it a lot more than in the second quarter and second period than they were in the first. As we say that, Stevenson catches the puck and we'll have a face-off in the Sheffield defensive zone. Sheffield come away with the puck. Sheffield captain driving up, but Killick cannot find Pirri. But the Hallam attack breaks down. Pirri comes forward with it. He slows it down, drops it back off, but it's just a bit loose that pass there.
Pirri was just a 1-on-3 then, just had to hold it up for a little amount of time before the rest of the Sheffield attack, University of Sheffield attack, came into their end zone.
Pirri comes away with it himself now, as the puck is played up to Young. As the sticks comes together of Normanton and Young, and Hallam come away with the puck. Another very loose pass by Hallam, actually, as it falls to Killick. He fires one at the goal, but deflected by Normanton. Nice to see him back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
bit of an odd one, because it looked like he had some sort of concussion or something, but he's back in the game.
He did look very much out of it behind the goal earlier on in the
he seems
second period.
absolutely fine, to be fair to him. He's cut out a few attacks.
I'm sure they wouldn't have. There's enough players to cover him if.
Almost certainly. And
if it was a serious injury.
He gives a big push in the back there to the big Uni defender. It shows that there's not much wrong with the small Normanton. He definitely packs a punch for his size. It's got to be said. And Unwin comes away with it here. He's too fast for the Sheffield defence.
1-on-1.
And he flicks it towards the keeper. But has Stevenson kept that one out?
Stevenson may have just caught it on the line there for University of Sheffield.
The puck was bouncing around in his hands and all over his pads.
I thought that was going to be 4-1 there.
What a save.
Very, very good. It was a 1-on-1 situation. We've seen so many of them in this second period. This one was a true 1-on-1, and
Unwin's got to feel unlucky there that one didn't go in. He couldn't have done much more. He faked him out, but he just got a glove there.
40 seconds left on the clock to go down 4-1. University of Sheffield would have had a lot to do in that third period.
And another puck fired towards the goal, deflected off Stevenson's pads. As Unwin comes away with it, he finds Waite, but Waite cannot find him. Wheeler looking to sneak one in there, but Sheffield crowd him out. Francis fires one towards the goal. And it's a scramble in front of the Uni Sheffield. And another rebound that fell to a Hallam player. And it's the Uni attack is cut out by Unwin. He's had such a good game. And it's not even in the third period. I'm already thinking about giving him man of the match. And
that is the second period.
That is the second period, all done and dusted.
That was an exciting period of ice hockey to commentate on. I mean, there was
wow,
4 goals in that, but
goals at both ends, shots at both ends. We had penalties.
I feel like University of Sheffield will feel slightly unlucky to be coming away from that 3-1 down, because they definitely had a better period there.
Looking at the fact that they've had 2 power plays this game and a penalty shot and not convert on any of them, and even concede on the second power play, isn't. It's not what you want.
It was a real shame, especially when there was that power play, and they still managed to concede a goal on their power play. But we are going to hand you back over. This has been Dom and Finlay here at IceSheffield. We're going to hand you back over to Hutch presenting at half-time.
Welcome back to the Ice Hockey Mixed Twos here at IceSheffield. I'm Matthew Hutchinson here, still joined by Joe Finlay and Charlie Martin.
Hello.
Guys, 3-1 down Uni. What do you make of what we've seen in that second period?
It was really exciting. I'm loving it. It's dreadful about the result, but it's been a really enjoyable second period.
Charlie?
I've absolutely loved it. I thought there was a few I thought it was a bit slow to get started in the first period, but I thought that was just non-stop from start to finish.
I mean, as you rightly said, it was 0-0 after the first period, and in the second period there were 4 goals, Joe, an explosion of goals, if you will.
But if you look at that first period, it was a good period, because there was a lot of shots both ways, and it was probably about the same amount of ratio of the goals, because Hallam had far more shots, and they were very good shots on target.
I mean, do you think it's a matter of them being clinical and just ruthless in that final third, with a cool, calm head, taking their opportunities?
I think they kind of got a little bit lucky, I must admit. A couple of specifically the third goal. It was a bit of a
Not
loose
biased
ball.
at all, are we? We're not biased here on Forge Radio.
The puck got loose and sort of floated a little bit too far up the rink, and we just didn't get onto them fast enough. And he was just one-on-one with the keeper, and he just took it through clinically and extremely well.
Well, as you quite rightly said, we're going to talk through the goals. So only 2 minutes in to the second interval. Hallam went 1-0 up with Craig Naylor scoring. Charlie, it was a long dribble followed by an expert finish. Do you think that first goal sort of dampened Judy Hart slightly after being 0-0 in the first interval?
I think it really spurred them on, because the next goal, it was they went second.
Yeah, Hallam went and scored the first and second goal.
I think I definitely saw them at uni going like really, really pushing in those minutes after, and then I think that was what.
So you think they responded well to going a goal down?
I think they did respond really well. I think it was the first goal they responded really well. The second goal they responded okay, and they got that goal, and then they started to drift in the last 10 minutes. But I think they did respond really, really well to that first goal. And it's only one goal, and like you said, we've seen 4 goals in that one period, so it could all change.
It could all change indeed. Joe, the University of Sheffield through Gareth Peary missed a penalty shot at 1-0. That would have been an equalising goal for the University of Sheffield. What went wrong out there for Gareth?
I think he just didn't have his head in the right place just at that moment. It's a lot of pressure when you step up and you're one-on-one with that keeper. It's a long run up as well, or skate up
from
to
the halfway line to the goal.
It's a long way to go, and I think you're staring in the face of the person you've got to try and beat at that point. And I think the goalkeeper just had him pegged, because it was a good shot, but she saw it seen through the whole way.
Indeed, I have Emma Bevan down as the goalkeeper for Hallam.
Yeah.
I mean, she reacted quickly to her left and poured it away around the post.
Yeah, it was very well defended and extremely good goalkeeping. I think she has been the difference quite a lot in this whole entire game so far. That first period in particular, when we didn't have a chance, she was on it.
We've seen 40 minutes of ice hockey so far, and only 1 goal conceded from Hallam. So, as you quite rightly said, Joe, do you think Bevan's reactions and reflexes has kept Hallam's lead so far?
Definitely. If you look, particularly when it comes to the penalty, I think I'm going to come back to this a little bit, that it was just extremely well saved, and she had it pegged the whole way through.
Shut down the angle, didn't she?
She did, and she just came out a little bit, just enough, but not too far that she let herself a little bit too exposed, but she had that perfectly on the mark. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Composure is key. After that missed opportunity for an equaliser by the University of Sheffield, Hallam then got their second goal through Matthew Unwin, cutting in from the left and chipping in the top right-hand corner. Charlie, was that the pick of the goal so far, do you think?
Yeah, it was really good, and it was gutting. It was a gutting feeling, but it was really good goal, and Hallam I think they had the right to get it as well, because they're playing well.
They've had those opportunities given their performance so far
yeah,
in the match?
Definitely. They have had other opportunities, and our goalie, didn't catch our goalie's name.
Stevenson,
but yeah, he's been great as well, and there's been a couple of more opportunities for Hallam, as Joe was saying. They've had a lot of chances and really good possible that could have gone in, but our goalie has been fab.
They've looked creative. After that second goal for Sheffield Hallam, the University of Sheffield pulled one back with 7 minutes gone in the second period. Craig Miller scrambling home, Joe Free. Not as aesthetic as the goals for Hallam perhaps, but it was mighty effective.
Yeah, it went in. At the end of the day, it went in. So that's the most important thing. It trickled across that line. The goalkeeper was a little bit surprised to see it go over. I feel she sort of had it in her hand. It kind of fell out a little bit.
Do you think Bevan would have been disappointed given her penalty save and her excellent performance so far not to keep that one out?
Of course, I think she was looking for the clean slate today, and I think it's unfortunate for her, because I think she did have it. It just sort of slipped out or slipped away, and it just trickled across that line. I think we were all surprised.
I mean, Charlie, do you think that sort of mistake shows actually the incredible standard we've got out here today? It's worth pointing out there's university students who are competing in sports at an amateur level, but again, showing such ability under pressure that you expect of some professional players.
No, definitely. You've seen that from a lot of the players, and the 2 goalies have been fab, but all of them have shown so much potential for maybe the future or not. And it was good after our goal, even if it was a bit of a scramble. You really saw that the uni players really, really going for it. And I
they
think
galvanised, didn't they?
Yeah, the whole room kind of was really sort of going, yeah, we could do this now.
I mean, the fans have been involved, as we mentioned earlier, non-stop throughout the match. After that goal for the University of Sheffield, unfortunately Hallam did extend their lead back to the 2-goal cushion from before, with Josh Barrett, who's been outstanding today, I must say, again with an intricate dribble and finish. Joe Philly, do you think Hallam deserves to be 3-1 up given their performance so far?
Well, you understand why the crowd's been chanting Barrett's name so far today. He has been
We keep
phenomenal.
thinking they're saying Hallam, but they're saying Barrett.
I think so, and it's incredible. He's extremely good on the puck, and that is what you have to take away. Is that from my observations, I felt that University of Sheffield have had the better defence, whereas the Hallam have had the better offence, because when they've been coming and attacking, they've been leaving them very exposed. But when you've got such a good goalkeeper that's been playing so well, you don't really need that good of a defence.
I mean, Charlie, do you think Sheffield Hallam have come here with an approach that they're going to score more goals than the opposition, come what may? I mean, they've looked like a real threat going forward throughout those 2 opening periods.
Possibly, but like Joe said, particularly in that period, you really saw our defence working really well, and it was irritating because they had a couple of really good passes and they got it, they took it away and took it back, and then it would slip out as well. As soon as it got back to the halfway line and sort of pushed forward, it would slip back into Hallam.
Do you think they've not had quite the cutting edge that Sheffield Hallam have had so far?
I think it's
Maybe struggled to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
final
that's
third.
it. They've had a
puck,
good
I do
defence.
apologise.
They've had a really good defence and pushed, sort of got it to a point and had a few really good shots. But I think, Hallam, they just maybe slightly intimidated by the opposition today.
Well, yeah, it's worth pointing out, Joe, we mentioned this off air, but there are no Bucks teams as such for ice hockey for Sheffield Hallam or the University of Sheffield. Both these sets of teams compete for Sheffield Bears locally, so they obviously all know each other off the ice. Do you think that's mattered today? I mean, they've shown a very strong competitive rivalry, despite the fact they all play together on a weekly basis.
I think this competitiveness that you can see on the ice has kind of grown over the last few years. Because ice hockey has become the final event for the last 2 years at Varsity, and for that very reason, the attendances and the sort of spirit that comes with it.
Yeah.
Each of these matches are now becoming more and more important to the players on the ice, and that means that even though they play on the same team, they kind of want to get one up on their teammates. It's a great spirit, and I think that's what it's come down to.
I mean, Charlie, what are your thoughts? This sort of unique scenario where your teammates one day and the next day you're competing against each other in front of 800 people.
I think it's great. I think it really probably pushes them and all the stuff that they do throughout the year, and they know that at the end, I assume it's at the end of their
sporting calendar,
so it's kind of like the pinnacle of it, and they kind of go, okay, well, we're going to sort of work together. They know each other's tactics. They might have different tactics when they become Hallam and Uni, but I think it's very unique, because I don't think there's probably any other sport like that in Varsity.
Indeed, and I mean, it shows the range of sports we have here at Sheffield Varsity. We didn't mention earlier, number 84 for Sheffield Hallam, Spiked, was a sin binned for a trip halfway through that second interval. Joe, do you think it's a shame the University of Sheffield couldn't capitalise on having an extra player out there?
But I didn't actually see what she went off for, but when you go a man down, and particularly in the first period, they went 2 man down.
In this mixed ice hockey.
Sorry. They went 2 people down in the first period, and we still couldn't capitalise on that point.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes to show how much that Hallam are comfortable in rallying behind the players that they do have on the ice and doing what needs to be done. I think that does come back down
Isn't that
again
professional
to the goalkeeper.
organisation? Do you think that they've looked perhaps slightly more composed out here, despite the slightly intimidating atmosphere, you might say?
I think it's individual performance. They've had some absolutely outstanding individual performances. Goalkeepers.
We spoke about Barras, and it's in the first 2 periods. I mean, Josh Barras has been probably the chief component of chances so far for Sheffield Hallam.
Yeah, I think both teams have had individual players that have shown some sparks, but Hallam have had those few players that have made the difference. And I just hope that we can pick out a few of our own in the final period.
I think what you've got to remember, though, is Hallam also had an injury as well halfway through that period.
They did, yeah. I've got some notes here about a rather awful bump to Adam Normington, a hefty blow behind us to our right, behind the University of Sheffield goal. Charlie, did you wince when you saw that one?
Well, yeah, it was right smack, and it was lying on the ice for a
right
good
smack. Great jargon as always from our Forge Radio Sports team for our lovely listeners.
But they were lying on the ice for a couple of minutes, and it didn't look particularly nice. So sometimes if you have an injury like that and they're sort of on the floor or on the ice, they might be a little bit put off the team, but I think they came back and worked really well, and they proved that by scoring some more goals.
They did indeed. Charlie, I'll come back to you. Talk me through what you're looking forward to cover later on in this Varsity. You have 6 more days of sporting action ahead. So yeah, talk me through what you're looking forward to covering Forge Radio and Forge TV.
I'm really looking forward to the athletics tomorrow. I think it's a nice, varied sport. There's lots of stuff we could look lots of different races as well. I mean, I like
Sheffield Hallam City Athletic Stadium.
Yeah. I like a match like this. I think that's good fun. But actually, it's quite nice to have lots of different races going on. And I love squash.
I mean, what have we got? Talk me through it. What have we got going on during athletics tomorrow? I'm assuming we've got sprinting, some jumping of some description.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be some long jump, some high jump. What else? Throwing. I reckon we'll have a
bit of javelin, a bit of shot put, perhaps.
Yeah, and it'd be good to see some relays as well. Seeing like another team work together to.
So stay tuned to Forge Radio tomorrow and at Forge Radio Sport on Twitter to keep tabs on all the action as it happens. If you miss anything that happens at all, don't go anywhere. It's forgetoday.com/varsity. Joe Finn, unfortunately, it's the only event you're covering this week for Sheffield Varsity. What are you looking forward to watch from the comfort of your own home?
Well, I'm hoping that I'll come back for the ice hockey final, the first team on next Wednesday. But I'll also be paying attention to mostly the Twitter feed. Unfortunately, as
an endless running commentary throughout each day of what's happening, point by point, match by match.
It's the easiest way to keep up on everything that's going on, and I would implore you to go and to follow it. And it's a great way. We also keep a good up-to-date score list, which beats the university's individual one usually up to date. They don't necessarily update all the time.
Joe Finley implores our listeners to stay tuned. As I rightly said, at Forge Radio Sport and at Forge Press Sport on the Twitter feed, forgetoday.com/varsity and Forge TV YouTube channel for all the action as it happens. Charlie, we're about to go back to our commentary team, but before we do, I'll ask you one final question. Yeah. What's going to happen in this final period here?
I think we're going to see more goals, more scuffles, possibly more sin bins. Will be quite good to see. If I can make a prediction, I'll say, because I'm an optimist, I might say
3-0. Can we get the equaliser?
5-4.
5-4.
5-4.
What, down or up?
Up.
But should we get 4 goals this next period? Charlie Master, that's her thoughts here on Forge TV. Mr. Finley, what are you looking forward to seeing this final period, this final 20 minutes of the Ice Hockey 2s?
I'm not so. It doesn't matter so much about the score at the end. I just want to see us come out and really give it a good go. I want to see us get some good shots in. I want to see us play as a team. I want to see some good plays back and forth. Exactly. That's what. At the end of the day, this is what Varsity is about: getting passion, getting behind the team, and giving it a good go.
Indeed, we are looking forward to the final period here at the Ice Hockey 2s at IceSheffield. I'll pass you over to your commentary team as we are 3-1 down as it stands. Nick Cassidy and Joe Shivers.
Hello, Joe Shivers here, bringing you into the final quarter of the ice hockey. The score right now sits at 3-1. Sheffield are going to need to pull out some incredible plays if they're going to make it 5-4 as per Charlie's prediction.
Give the commentary team a bit of time.
So we're waiting just for it to start. We have 10 seconds remaining.
Yep, hello, my name's Nick Cassidy, and this is going to be an exciting third part, I think. So, we've just had 4 goals in the last one. We had Naylor, Unwin and Barras from Sheffield Hallam and Miller from Sheffield. I mean, that was a great second. I'm hoping the third one will be just exciting, and we're ready to kick off, ready to start off.
Just face off now, and we're off. Passing back to Hallam, who are now passing it forward with a fairly aggressive play.
Yeah, but Sheffield's got the ball, but now it's gone to Hallam. And it's gone back to Sheffield with number 7.
Both teams looking to play slightly more defensively than the last period.
Yeah, I think Hallam, after being 3-1, they're going to be a lot more wanting to be careful than Sheffield want to attack, I think.
That's right. They want to keep their lead, don't they? They don't want to concede a single thing.
Yeah. And we've got some changes coming on. We've got 96. We've got Chistaki coming in, and various others. And we're facing off now. And Sheffield has got the ball, and there's a little bit of bumping going on there. I meant to say
It was
puck.
back into Hallam. It is puck, yeah.
So I'm used to football. So Sheffield's number 12 with Batten's got the ball. Puck. It's a puck. Puck.
So Hallam
but now Hallam's got the
are
puck.
definitely trying to keep the defence packed right here.
Yeah. Oh. A few trips going on there on
Number
the
27.
ice.
Jake Renzi is down.
Yeah, but the refs are now going to start off, and I believe they'll be doing another face-off. And we've got a sin bin. We've got Chu, David Chu, number 28 from Sheffield, has been sin bin for 2 minutes, which is very exciting. He must have done a foul or a trip, or he did something. And now they're facing off again.
Yep, we're back to
on
the
Sheffield's side of the pitch. Ice.
Rink. I don't know.
A rink. It's in a rink.
This is so tense right now.
It is. Oh, yep. Kicking. And they're facing up again. And Hallam got the ball. And it's so close. But nice save from Sheffield's number 1.
Yeah, that was another near goal.
Stevenson. I mean, the netminder has been very, very good in the whole match, I think.
He's been good, but he's facing some ferocious opposition from Hallam.
Yeah. Like, especially on the first part, you know, he had to do, I think it was 8 within like 10 minutes. It's just incredible.
I know. The second period was where it really hotted up, though, obviously.
Oh.
Hallam
are coming forward.
Right
and, close. It was number 15, Unwin, who already scored earlier. He went forward and tried to attack, but very sadly missed.
Yeah. So that might have been a miss, but I tell you what, the goaltender is earning his pay this time.
I mean, I've got another face-off here. Oh, and Hallam got it. Tried to attack, but numbers 96 is going for the puck right now, but Hallam have kept it. Number 50, Francis have kept it.
Yeah, and
Hallam have now retained the puck.
And Chistecki just went down.
And there was a little bit of an incident there.
Yeah. Chistecki went down after some brilliant attacking play.
And we've got another attack coming forward. Numbers 27 from Hallam. Sadly missed. Number 40 tried to go for it, but sadly missed. That was Broadhurst there. Now Ward number 2 is coming forward. Again, sadly missed. I don't think Sheffield are doing much defensive side of this.
No, you're right. I feel like it's definitely Hallam who are on the more defensive. I mean, Sheffield just want to give it their all, don't they?
Yeah.
They want to do their absolute
close
utmost
one.
to make it a draw, or very possibly a win.
Very close shot there by number 50, Francis. He's got it again, number Francis, and he's doing another shot, but sadly missed again. That was great defensive from Sheffield there. That was Sheffield's number 6.
Chistecki back up the front, chasing Hallam for all he's worth.
Yeah, Chistecki's still out the front. He's the only one with on Hallam's side of the pitch. Ice.
Brilliant little hook from 58 intercepting the puck. It's still up. It's still dangerous, so it's still up in the Sheffield end of the rink. Got to pass it forward. Got to get it out of there.
And the sin bin's now up, and Chew has been replaced. And the puck is definitely on Sheffield's side here. Sheffield's now got it, and they are trying to attack it forward, but Hallam got it off them.
Yeah,
and now...
This third period is proving very dangerous for Uni.
It is.
The puck seems to be in their end of the rink almost.
I think after the break, I think the mindset from Hallam was really to contain the ball as much as possible, whereas Sheffield want to really want to win and really want to attack, but sadly they've had to defend more than attack.
Yeah, Hallam's changed their strategy already. It's gone from being a very defensive
Piri, number 11, is coming forward onto the Sheffield side, on the Hallam side, and it's got it, and very close to try to attack, but sadly did not get it.
Very close there.
He had help from number 61's Young there.
And now Hallam are chasing it back up into the Uni end of the rink.
Yes. This is very. I think Sheffield are now getting into it a bit after the break. I think it took a while for them to get right back into the match, but they are. Well, the crowds are chanting on Hallam there.
Yeah, the team seem to be constantly changing their strategy. After the break, Hallam looked so defensive, and now they're just seemingly going all out attack.
Yeah. Okay, and Hallam have got it. Got the puck. And it's now going back to the Sheffield side, but the defensive team have retained the puck.
It's a wonderful defence there from Elliot Parker, number 88 on the uni team. Now just...
Yes.
Yeah, the puck was just almost stationary for about 5 seconds there, and now just being chased around the Hallam.
Yeah, so the score is currently 3-1. This time last year it was 0-0 draw. So I think Hallam have really improved on last year.
Yeah, I mean, take it as that. Uni might have improved as well.
Yep, and Hallam are very close into the in the Sheffield's goal area there.
Number 88 there, Elliot Parker, doing some wonderful defensive work, but he can't do it all on his own.
No, can't. Gonna have help from everybody else, but I think Sheffield are trying to get into it now. I think they are trying to attack more. They've got to get, they've got to get 2 more, pucks in for it to draw.
They're doing a great job of not losing their morale, although Hallam is just making it so dangerous.
I think Hallam are really showing that they are strong, and even though they're a 3-1 lead, they're not going to back down. And
that was
very close there. Number 36 is Hallam's 36. Waite nearly tried to get it in, but our goalkeeper has been fantastic. Steventon has been fantastic the whole time.
He has. But like you say, one man can't do it all, can he?
Yeah.
I mean, Varsity as it is now sits at 12-11 thanks to Uni's win at the golf earlier today.
Yeah, okay, we've got another face-off here with Unwin's 15. Oh, no, change. We've got Broadhurst 40 from Sheffield.
It looks like that. Uni's lead in Varsity will only be temporary, it seems like.
Yeah.
We'll be back up to 12-12 by the end of this, I am predicting.
I think excellent, stick work from Hallam, throughout this. They've been fantastic.
Yeah, they have. That
was Sheffield's 26, bumped right into it. Oh, little bit of bumping going on there.
Ben Freestone just did a ferocious body check.
It is. Oh, and there we go. Very close. That was Hallam's... Can't get the number. Hallam's 15, Unwin, who did nearly score. He scored a puck earlier.
Yeah, just...
there's been another... there's a few more. There's a lot of bumping into each other this third and all the others.
Yeah, Unwin had a great air shot just then, but just missed.
Yeah.
Look, Sheffield, the uni goaltender is out of the net. He needs to get back there. Okay. All madness ascended.
Oh, yeah. This is very... this time round has been fantastic. This third.
Okay, and for Uni there.
Sheffield's number 26.
Ben Freestone, who just got put down on the ice yet again.
Sadly, it was 1 against 3 there. Sadly. Which sort of reflects to the scoreboard, really. Oh, that was very, very close there. There was 3-on-3, very close to the Hallam's goal, but sadly...
Goaltender there trying to maintain possession of the puck and then just handing it back over to the defender. It's just, it really is so tense right now for Uni.
It is. For Uni, because obviously Uni want to win it, and they've got to get to win. They need at least 3 more, and it's going to be very tense. I mean,
extremely difficult task for them looking at how they're playing right now. We have 12 minutes left in this period, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen anything that looks like they're going to be able to pull it back.
Okay, and they've got another face-off here. And that was a very difficult one to try and get it, but Hallam succeeded, and this shot went for it. Waits, number 36, went for it, but sadly the goalkeeper, Steventon, Sheffield's goalkeeper, Steventon, number 1, did save it. Fantastic save there.
Yeah, like you say, despite the score, Sheffield's goaltender is definitely doing very well.
Yeah.
So we just need Uni just need to make their defence tighter right now.
Yeah, I feel like they haven't done that so far, and a lot more bumping going on. As you said, it's quite dangerous this third time round. But I think Sheffield are trying to attack a lot more, but sadly there's not many people up. Sheffield's up front.
Sheffield's
number 7.
Max Wakeland.
Yeah, went for it.
Very aggressive attacking run.
But sadly the keeper's Bevan saved it. Okay, and Hallam's 15. Unwin went and tried to shoot again, but sadly the Sheffield's goalkeeper Steventon did save it.
Yeah, that was Unwin yet again. He's definitely, he is definitely attacking extremely well.
Yeah,
It's like some changes from Hallam.
it is. This has been I think we've got another 11 minutes up to 12 coming in, and this is, Sheffield do need to retain a defence because the ball this third has been mostly on Sheffield's side, so the puck has been on Sheffield's side most of it. So they really do need to.
Number 83 for Hallam, let Jade Wheeler just going for the.
Bumping going on there. And I think the ref did speak to him, and I think he's been sin-binned.
Yeah, Nima City.
No, Hallam's has been sin-binned instead, not Sheffield, it's Hallam. It was Hallam's. Can't get the number. Number 4, Leach by Hallam has been sin-binned for 2 minutes. I believe it was because of
6 for Hallam. Craig Naylor is back out onto the rink.
I got another face-off, this time on Hallam's side of the pitch.
For a change of
And
pace.
close one.
That was a magnificent air shot from number 88, Elliot Parker.
This is another face-off.
Another face-off here again in Hallam's end.
And
Parker
Hallam
hanging
retained
back,
the face-off there.
Trying to get
Renke,
into position for an
27.
interceptor, looks like.
He's got
He
it.
blocked that air shot and it's up to 61.
Since Young has got it. He's going forward onto Hallam's side now. And Hallam's number 11 try to go for it, but the defence team from Hallam has been fantastic. Oh, he's got it again. Number 61's got it.
Yeah, again.
Oh, this is an exciting time
This is
to
a
be
turnaround.
here at the IceSheffield Arena. I think that was a nice morale boost, what's just happened there.
It really was. Like, that's the first time this period that Sheffield have really looked dangerous.
I think now they need to retain the momentum and keep going for attacking and defending. They are really lacking the defense at the moment, I believe. But now it's nice to have the puck on Hallam's side of the end, not Sheffield's.
Yeah, it makes a nice change. Makes it a little bit more varied.
Okay, we got number 38, Gemi, coming forward.
Sheffield's goaltender
And
keeps coming out. He needs to stay in there more, man.
And the defence team need to really keep this because number 81, Hallam's 81, Jacobinson is trying to go for it, but sadly can't.
It's a brilliant pass up the field from Uni there.
There was a bit of icing going on there.
Yeah.
There will be another face-off.
Yeah, another face-off.
There haven't really been many icings going on.
There haven't really. Now we're back in Uni's half of the rink. Back to more familiar territory for this game.
Yeah, it's based on what I've noticed in the whole match so far, not first and second part. Every time there's a face-off, Hallam have been fantastic in retaining it. Sheffield need to, haven't retained it much.
I feel like Hallam's general performance is definitely better. That's reflected by the scoreline.
Yeah. What is also nice to see is that although these two teams are competing against each other, they are very competitive, but they do play against each other as Sheffield Bears. Again, number 61 from Sheffield, Young, tried to go for it, tried to get the puck away. But
it just led to a small confused play in Hallam, but now we're back in Sheffield.
Oh,
again.
nice save there by
the keeper.
Steventon. I don't think I said this enough times, but Steventon is amazing. The amount of times that Sheffield Hallam has gone for it, and he's saved. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that was a brilliant save just then. For a fantastic effort, just catching a bullet. Right
Yeah. I've got another face-off on Sheffield's side. Oh, this time retained by by Sheffield.
Yeah, passing it back up field.
And
that's number 76, Adam Normington. Just trying to retain the puck.
Yes, and we've got now number
Jake Renzi.
27, yeah. Oh, but Sheffield, fantastic defence there. Got it, but sadly passed it to number 36. Wait. Sheffield Hallam's 36. Okay, and this is the attack now from Hallam. But nice defense there, work by number 97, Asadi, yeah. But now the puck,
28, David Chu.
he was sin-binned earlier. Oh, trip up there by...
that was a bit aggressive, that.
Oh.
Hallam just went for the shot to slam, but...
This is a very fast match. Every time I'm reporting something else has happened. This is very...
Yeah, after the absolute goal-packed rampage in the last round, this is definitely more considered.
Yeah. I mean, the first part was very bit slow, I think. Second really heated up. And this one is just like, Sheffield are trying to attack as much as possible. But Hallam are also attacking. I mean, for 3-1 lead, they are attacking quite a lot.
Yeah, they've sort of evolved both into a much more balanced strategy.
Yeah. I think after both teams getting, a puck in, they both really want to get more pucks in. So I think the momentum of the second is still here for the third part. Got another change up by the Hallam side here.
So we are stressing this, I know, but Steventon, just like the scoreline may not reflect it, he is giving it his all.
Yeah, Steventon's fantastic. We got another face-off on Sheffield side, and Hallam retained it. And try to shoot there, Hallam's 24, I believe. Number Tattersall tried to shoot, but missed.
Sheffield trying to clear it.
Oh, Hallam, Sheffield's 24, tried to run for it, but number 86 from Hallam, that is a nailer, succeeded.
For a moment there, it looked like it could be a very strong possibility that it would end up back in Hallam's end of the rink.
I believe it was offside there, wasn't it? I believe.
It is. This is a fantastic game.
And we got now a change up mostly on the Sheffield side here. And we'll be facing off on Hallam's side of the pitch, so if Sheffield can retain this, could they get a goal in? But Hallam retained it.
Be retaining it. Stopped there by Sheffield. But it's still just Hallam just maintaining it, just doing everything they can to keep it up there.
Hallam are keeping up their attack. Number 38, Gamey is going forward. Now it's gone to shoot there, but nice defense skills from Sheffield.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 11 there, Gareth Peary, just chasing that puck.
61 Young was now going to go for it, take away the puck from Naylor. Can he do it? Nope. No, he can't. Oh, but...
That's a number 11. Gareth Peary, yeah, again.
Peary's been fantastic.
He's been very versatile this period.
Yeah.
Doing great attacking and defending work.
Haven't seen much from... Oh, Hallam's now got it on Sheffield's side. We'll try to go for it. Sadly, the defence team from Sheffield have been fantastic at this stage. They're now going to try to attack it. But Hallam's defence team have also been good.
Yeah, they really have. Like, Sheffield's defence has definitely improved. It's started off a bit lacklustre and it's now sharpened up.
Yeah. Sheffield's period has been fantastic.
It really has.
On this side.
They've maintained.
Oh, there was a...
They've maintained their defensive skills, and that's all that matters right now. They just need to make sure that they can, force an attack. We have 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in this match.
I mean, 5 minutes 50 seconds is quite a lot of time to, for Sheffield to at least even it, making it a draw. Because within 5 minutes there were 2 goals from Hallam, so...
A draw would still leave Uni in the lead in the overall Varsity scores, so it would make it 12.5 to 11.5. Just absolutely packing the Hallam end of the rink right there.
I think now it's gone to 5 minutes 45 seconds, I think the pressure's really whelming on Sheffield here.
It really is. It's mounting for both.
But Hallam are still continuing to attack. We've got number 12. We've got Barras going forward. Oh, try to shoot, but nice save there by Steventon from Sheffield.
Steventon yet again proving.
Yeah. My man of the match is Steventon.
I hate to sound like a stuck record, but yeah, he is giving it his all.
May I also add, I'm loving the refs in this match. I mean, the little dances they are doing, it's incredible. Wish I could do that. Yeah, and we now got a timeout.
30-second timeout just there.
Yeah, I think with 5 minutes coming into it, so I think it's all in crucial timeout for Sheffield to really...
The thing is, when you look at the previous Varsity ice hockey results, Hallam definitely seem to have the advantage. When you look down the list, 5-4 to Hallam, 7-1 to Hallam, 6-3.
Yes, I mean...
2014 and 2015, Uni won by 5-2 and 2-1 respectively, but apart from that, Hallam seems to just be... This seems to be their eggs up their sleeve.
I mean, who knows? This could be the year. With 5 minutes, 29 seconds after the timeout, this could be the year Sheffield might, win.
You think after 3 years of Uni victories,
it has been a while
to pull out the bag?
Okay.
Face off, just throwing it back down to Hallam, up for icing.
Icing there, yeah. And Hallam is going to try and go for another attack.
Number 80.
They're now in Sheffield's area.
No, 36, I'm sorry. That's Joe Waite.
Yes.
Down the rink.
Oh. But
21 for
oh, that was a bump right there. Right. I think he's... Yep, and he's been sin-binned.
Yeah.
That
was vicious right there.
Yeah, that was quite... I felt that. I felt
all the way
that.
up here in the media gallery, we felt that.
That was quite painful. Yes, okay, so Hallam's unwin 15 has been sin-binned. I mean, that must be disappointing for him. He's been sin-binned for 2 minutes. It must be disappointing because he did get a goal. A puck in earlier.
Yeah, unwin seemed to be like a very key player in this period as well. So I'm wondering how this will affect Hallam's overall performance for the remaining part of this period.
Yeah.
We're up for a face-off in Hallam's end of the rink.
Yes, another face-off. If Sheffield can get this face-off, I mean, this could be a chance for them to get a puck in.
Jake Renzi and Max Wakelin facing off here.
Oh, the crowd are really cheering on.
Oh yeah, the crowd.
Uni side are really cheering on now.
The crowd are feeling the tension without a doubt. Hallam and Uni have both of the.
I mean, if you just look over,
been fantastic.
Yeah, if you just look over at the Sheffield's bench, I mean, they are really wanting, because this might be a chance for them to get a puck in. Okay, face off started. Okay. And the puck is now back into Sheffield's side. Sheffield needs to get it back onto Hallam's side for a chance to.
If they want to make it a draw,
yeah.
Or even a victory.
Oh, but they are trying to attack. Sadly,
turn it around quick.
It was a shot to nowhere, really, wasn't it?
Steventon yet again pulling off the save.
Good old Steventon.
We're saying just how much he's proving his worth. I wonder if that's just down to Sheffield's Uni's defence not being quite up to snuff.
Yeah, they're a bit all over the place. I mean,
he's having to lead basically a one-man defence right now.
Yeah. What Sheffield now need to do is when they go for an attack, get everybody, not everybody, but at least get the others up for the attack as well for a chance to get in. They need to assist in each other to get a goal in.
They do. I mean, Max Wakelin was leading an attack just then, but he was almost the only man up there.
Yeah. Okay. We're crucial now. We're now in 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go for the rest of the match. And Hallam now got it, number 76.
As the time is counting down, the tension is increasing.
Yeah, Normanton 76 try to get it. Now number 12's Barris has got it.
Stevenson managed to get against main zone.
Yeah. And there will be another face-off, this time on Sheffield's end. So Hallam been fantastic in, regaining the face-off. So this, could be all crucial defence moment for Sheffield. Hallam got it. Try to shoot. That was number 36, Waite from Hallam. Tried to shoot, but nice save there by Steventon.
Yeah, Waite is just...
Oh, he missed that, didn't he? Number 96 from Sheffield, Chustecki.
That's the highest I've seen the puck go this match, I think.
That is.
When you start to feel a little bit nervous up here, that's when you have to worry about the puck.
Yeah. Okay, and I got another face-off now. Oh, and Sheffield retained it.
Yeah, Chustecki passing it, but number 28 just not picking up on that pass. David
And more icing there. Oh, I think this is now, with 2 minutes 45 seconds, it's now really heating up for Sheffield. They really are going for the attacks now, I've noticed. But Hallam have been fantastic defending to really stop it. But no, number 11. Oh, Sheffield's number 11, Peary, tried to shoot, but
Stucky then taking another shot. But
it was a nice save from
none of them
Emma
succeeded.
Bevan there from Hallam.
I feel like this offence could just be too little too late.
Yeah. And Sheffield are going to try to attack again, but gone to Hallam's side. Hallam got it. Oh, and number 7, Wakelin has got it. He's going to try and go for it, but it was not going to happen. Not today.
No, not today.
Not today. Peary has now got it. Number
Peary,
11 from Sheffield. He's now going to. I think. Oh, good defense. Peary tried to go for it, but defense skills from Hallam really took the puck away from him.
Chostecki still again up the front trying to chase down the puck, but
Yeah, that's
his
the
team
problem.
aren't supporting him.
They now got,
him enough, I
they now
think.
got to the stage where they are, Chostecki is, staying out front as much as possible. So
Yeah.
I think Sheffield are
And in
not
front
going
of
to
the
defend
goal.
anymore. I mean,
That was almost a shot. Chostecki he almost got his magic moment just there.
Yeah.
And now Hallam chasing it back down to Sheffield.
Yeah, number 83 is Wheeler. But Sheffield retained it. And, bump
Chostecki
against
just got-
Chustecki from Hallam against the wall. And the cheers from the Hallam crowd with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go.
They're feeling confident.
They are. I mean, it's still possible. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible in this wonderful world of sport, but
Now Chu's got it.
I somewhat doubt it.
Passed it to another Sheffield player. And a big trip up on the ice there.
And Chu's got it.
It's been dangerous now with less than a minute to go, and it's getting more. But number 27 from Hallam. That was
Jake
Renzi, yeah. Who is the captain from Hallam? This is Sheffield really need to attack. I mean, 25 seconds left to go.
61 PT Young for Unis. Chasing it down, but again, the
quite-
upper attack is just not there.
It's quite getting tense now with 15 seconds left to go.
Yeah.
I mean, could they do it? Could Sheffield still do it? I mean, probably not with the
I
fact
would
that Hallam
say-
are still going for the attacks.
I would say with 6 seconds,
The
no.
crowd are cheering down the 5 seconds. 15, try to shoot in the last 2 seconds, unwin. And there we go, we've got it.
That's it.
Hallam won.
3-1, make the overall last 2 results back 12-12.
Yeah. 3-1 from Hallam there. I mean, it's been fantastic. So we had goals from Naylor, Unwin, and Barris from Sheffield Hallam. But the one goal from Sheffield was number 14, Miller.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic game. So who are your standout players from that match? Who are the standout players for you?
I mean, everybody, the sticks are flying across the pitch, ice.
Who are the stand-up players for you?
For me, I would say for Sheffield side, Stevenson, because he was up against a lot of attacks.
Yeah,
He
Stevenson.
saved a lot.
Stevenson.
Peary did go for a few attacks.
Yeah, Chostecki led some great attacks, but sadly
mostly
the support just
from
wasn't there.
from Hallam's side, I would say Unwin. Although he did get a penalty for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, I would say he was the best.
he was
Hallam
definitely the key player for Hallam.
Now-
Score of 3-1.
What about you?
I would say, yeah, Stevenson. He did the best he could. Chostecki led some fantastic attacks.
Yeah.
And Unwin, definitely the key player
Okay,
for
and
Sheffield Hallam.
on the pitch, they are saying thank you and cheering everybody on. I think it's time for us to say goodbye, isn't it?
Yeah, just about time for us to pass over
Okay,
to
so,
the commentator.
this has
to
been,
the
Nick.
presenters.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Ice Hockey 2s here as we finished. The University of Sheffield have lost 3-1 to Sheffield Hallam. I'm Matthew Hutchinson, still joined here by Charlie Martin and Joe Finley. Guys, what a disappointing result that was for the University of Sheffield.
Yeah, I think that last period was, and after my optimism at the end there,
Predicting a 5-4 win for you, weren't you, Charlie?
Yeah, it was, but I really thought after that second period they did look like they were going to maybe push it a little bit more, but I think they just lost their.
They lost a bit of energy towards the end. I mean, Joe, the desire and the motivation of the players couldn't be called into question. But what do you think the University of Sheffield were lacking out there today?
I don't think they were really lacking that much in the end, actually. It came down to such a brilliant performance by Hallam's goalkeeper. She was absolutely phenomenal. If you remember back to the beginning of this third period, University had probably the better first half of that final period. They had some great chances, great shots, but ultimately, at the end of the day, none of them could get past her.
I think if the University of Sheffield could have pulled another one back, it could have made all the difference. At 3-1, Hallam were quite comfortable. If University had made it 3-2, Joe, could it have been oh so different?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know. We were sitting here talking about it, and I felt that if one of those goals could have gotten past it could have been a completely different final 10 minutes of the period.
It really could have been. Emma Bevan in goal for Hallam, as you quite rightly said. Charlie, the Hallam goalkeeper Bevan, do you think she really made a difference in that final period?
Definitely. I think we still had a lot of really good shots, and she did really carry on as she had in the first two periods, and saved some really tough goals. So I think she's impressive. Yeah.
I mean, she was outstanding for Sheffield Hallam. Behind me, the players are lining up, applauding one another, shaking hands, which is really good to see. Despite the competitive nature of Varsity, we'll be crossing over soon to Chloe Coleman. We'll be interviewing all the key players after this unfortunate defeat. Joe, it's not been all so bad for University today, though. In the golf, we've won, I hear.
Yeah, it's great to hear. We were
what a day we've had.
Yeah, it's been an interesting day, and I think it's just atypical of what this Varsity is going to be. We're going to have a lot of wins, which we don't expect, some wins that we do expect, but mostly it's going to be a tight Varsity this year. It's going to come down to probably the big day, which is probably going to be EIS, a lot of points on show there.
And of course, the final day, where we have stuff on at Ponds Forge, the ice hockey at the Sheffield Arena. We'll come back to the ice hockey twos that we've seen here today. Charlie, do you think it was perhaps a nice warm up for the ones later on in Varsity Week?
Yeah, it is, and it's nice to be able to spread it out over a long period of time. The ice hockey is a very prestigious game, like the last
quite
match,
a niche sport, you might say.
Yeah, so it's nice that we can spread it out over the week. And like we were saying, a spread of points again today. I think that must mean we're still drawing overall on points. So yeah, interesting, I think.
As we've mentioned earlier, stay tuned to @Forge Radio Sport and @Forge Press Sport, I do apologise, on Twitter for all the updates and the live scores. forgetoday.com/varsity for all the updates as they happen. Joe, there was a sin bin for John Leach, number 4 for Sheffield Hallam, with about 10 minutes gone in that final period. Why couldn't the Union of Sheffield capitalise on the extra player they had out there?
I think that was quite an important moment in the first sort of 10 minutes, as you say, of the third period. When we went one man up, we could have really laid into Hallam, but we kind of played it a little bit too cautiously. We know how dangerous they can be on the return, on the
counter-attack.
On the counter-attack, exactly.
I mean, the University of Sheffield themselves were a player down, to apologise. David Chu, number 28, with only 2 minutes gone, who was later injured actually in that final period. I mean, that's the nature of ice hockey. You're going to have sin bins, you're going to have players injured. And that makes it the real spectacle that we all like to watch and love.
Well, I think that's what draws a lot of people in. It's a very high contact sport. There's a lot of energy, and yeah, it kind of draws people. It heightens their curiosity. They're likely to see some big hits. They're likely to see some sin bins. They're high potential of seeing some injuries, and that's exactly what we saw today.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chu did get injured, but I hear he is doing okay. Charlie, hefty collisions left, right, and centre. What did you make of it all?
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good game, really good match, and hopefully see some more collisions and kerfuffles in
kerfuffles as always, great jargon from Charlie. So stay tuned. We have live ice hockey on Wednesday night at Forge TV. As I said, forgetoday.com/varsity for that final event next Wednesday at the Sheffield Arena. Joe, even for the twos, as we mentioned earlier, it's around probably about half full in this 1,500 capacity stadium here at IceSheffield. was it great to see so many people here, despite the fact it wasn't even the first team playing?
I think that goes to show you just how important and how strong a mainstay this event, this sport has become for the university on both sides. This varsity,
The Varsity Canada, I mean,
it's
ice
become
hockey's
the number
integral
one
to it.
sport, really. That's such a high attendance on that final day every year for the last few years has just made the difference. It really is something that we build towards at the end, and considering how tight this year is going to be, it could even come down to that point.
I mean, Charlie, traditionally Sheffield Hallam have been very strong at ice hockey. Do you think the result out there was expected, that victory for the Hallam mixed ice hockey twos?
Yeah, I think it was. I think we have to accept that some of the sports that are gonna occur over the next week, we are just up against some really tough people who are a lot of the sports, particularly basketball, which we'll see at EIS on Monday. They've got some top national players. So I think things like possibly the ice hockey, we just kind of accept that might not win. But I think what's a shame is that they train together and they play together a lot of the year. So it's also one that we might not ever, you can't particularly guess.
I mean, Joe mentioned earlier during the interval after the second period, that these players, as Charlie mentioned, play together for the amateur team Sheffield Bears locally. I mean, you can see there's good camaraderie amongst the players getting photos together. Do you think that the competitive edge from the players was still there despite the fact they all know each other and they're all friends off the ice?
Yeah, it's great to see, and they really do give each other a good go around on the ice, and it's
very
entertaining
physical
to see.
contact sport.
Very physical. But we're going to throw it over to Chloe on the ice. Oh, any second?
Chloe coming with their interviews down there on IceSheffield.
Hiya, so how do you feel after that?
Obviously, it's slightly disappointing to come out and lose, but we played a game we wanted to play, and everyone here put their fucking souls into it. But it was a hard-fought game, and we came out. We didn't win, but everyone played every minute. So you can't ask any more than that from your team, and it may be a loss, but we're still happy with the way we played.
I mean, it was fantastic to watch. So who stood out for you tonight?
Obviously, they got a few good players on their team. Matt Unwin, Jake Renzi. He's a strong player. These guys have played for years. And we have our own good players. Gareth Peary, he's amazing. Some of their defensemen, they really stand out, and I think that's what took us in the end.
Okay.
But we have our own players, and I think it was all right.
So how do you think the first is going to go next week? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. The teams they're very different. It's a very different level of hockey, and that's going to be tight as well. I mean, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a good crowd. There's going to be thousands of people there, and it makes it such a different atmosphere for the players as well. And harder. They play all year. They play against teams from all over the country, but when you're coming down against your own team, it's a very different game. And you can see here how physical it gets. Even for us, we don't play checking during the year, but those guys do, and for them it's real passion, and then they go all out. It's going to be really good.
Right, one last question. I can see that you need to get on. So what were you pleased with during tonight's match?
I really liked the way we played. We came out in the first. We knew how we were going to come out really physical, and we stood up to that. We didn't just crumble under it. I would like to see that carry into the second period a bit better, but into the third, we really picked it back up, and look at the third, there was no goals all game. So, we were really looking to have that come back in the third, but they were tight defensively. But we did as well.
Right, thank you so much. It was lovely to talk to you. Thanks.
And we're back here at IceSheffield. The mixed ice hockey twos have lost 3-1 to Sheffield Hallam. Your deputy editor at Forge Press, Chloe Coleman, joined by Stephen Killick, the University of Sheffield ice hockey twos captain. Joe Finley to my right. Killick seemed disappointed with the defeat, but not too despondent, despite the loss out there this evening.
I think he knows, and I think he appreciates the sort of the teams that are out there on the ice. He knows just how good some of the Hallam players are. He plays with them. He knows just their quality. The quality that is on the ice is undoubtable, and I think he can understand the result today.
Charlie, Killick there, as I said earlier, he looked obviously disappointed, as you'd expect at this sort of level. But I mean, Sheffield Hallam do have some outstanding players. They have a very good standard of player on the ice out there tonight.
But Hallam did have some outstanding players, but so did we as well. So I think that's where you can see the fact that they obviously train together. And I think Joe mentioned it earlier that maybe there was a little bit of luck in there today. The fact that their goalie is so fantastic. Bevan was so fantastic today because I think we definitely had a couple of other opportunities.
Do you think Sheffield Junior were disappointed with not taking the amount of chances they created? They did create chances out there this evening.
Definitely. I think they will be a bit disappointed that there wasn't a couple of goals that could have gone in. I mean, it almost could have been a draw, I reckon. I reckon 3-3 would have been...
Perhaps
maybe,
a fairer result.
Possibly. I do think that Hallam maybe deserved
Never
to win.
biased here on for Joey covering our varsity events.
But yeah, it was good.
Joe, obviously we had the ice hockey out here tonight. Over the course of the weekend, we have lots going on, including athletics tomorrow, which Charlie is covering, darts tea on Saturday, American football on Sunday. What will you be watching in particular?
Varsity is going to be quite interesting for me. I'm going to keep a good eye on that one. And American football, I think, if I can get a good listen on that one, I'll definitely do, because it is a personal favourite of a sport of mine, and it's always quite entertaining to watch. We haven't necessarily got the best team, and we don't usually win it, but it's still a great thing to spectate.
I mean, it's a change in the varsity calendar from last year, as the American football was on at Hallam Sports Park Day. This year, it's its own event at Goodwin. Do you think that sort of change shows how varsity is continuing to grow year on year? On our 20th year now in Sheffield Varsity, but it's getting bigger and better with every year that comes and goes.
Yeah, I think sports like ice hockey, which 3 years ago was not really the main sport here for Varsity, has grown into the biggest attended
final. The biggest event, the best event, you might say.
Yeah, for me it personally is, because the atmosphere is just amazing. But the same thing can be said for American football the last few years. Both quality on the pitch and the amount of people that come along to sport has been absolutely excitingly growing.
Excitingly growing,
yeah,
according to Mr. Finlay.
I love American football, and I love watching our varsity team play.
It gives fans a range of sport. I mean, there really is something for everyone over the course of this next 6 days.
Yeah, and I think we can all discuss that. We've all said this in many times, is that we found a sport that we didn't necessarily know or have that much interest in before varsity.
What sport would that be for you? Korfball, perhaps?
Ultimate frisbee. I've done the commentary for it for the last 2 years in a row, and it is absolutely thrilling to watch.
You can catch Korfball at Ponds Forge. If you can't make Ponds Forge, tune in to our specialised channel, Forge Radio Extra, on the final day of Varsity next Wednesday. Charlie, what are you covering over the next few days?
Oh, loads. I'm doing
all of the events.
All of the events, but yeah, loads, just loads. I can't wait.
What are you looking forward to the most? We've got darts tea over the course of the weekend. We've got sailing on Saturday. We've got trampolining on Sunday. We've got American football on Sunday.
We have. I'm really looking forward to EIS actually, and I really hope we give it a really good push this year, and
of course,
hopefully bring away.
What are your predictions? We have the netball there. We have the table tennis. We have the basketball, futsal.
I think basketball will be a tough one for us, but I think we could surprise people in the netball. I know it was a mixture of points last year. But I think the uni could take away a few more points from the netball.
We can only live and hope. Joe, I'll come on to a slightly separate point about varsity. Traditionally, I mean, Sheffield Hallam won many years before the 3 consecutive wins that the University of Sheffield have had. Hallam traditionally have bigger facilities, perhaps more funding. I think it's a real testament to our players that, despite those circumstances, we still achieve very well in varsity year on year.
I think most of it comes down to the approach that both these universities take when it comes to this to varsity. We really do go for it. Yeah, we really go for it. Every player that comes out either on the ice or on the field or on the track really goes for it, and it means that necessarily how much money is being put into the sport doesn't really matter as much, because the people on the field make the difference.
It's all that matters. That's all we have time for, unfortunately, here at IceSheffield. The University of Sheffield have lost 3-1 here to Sheffield Hallam. Thank you and good evening.